Salute to y'all for being a viewer. If you are able to type in this live stream as we speaking, salute to you for being a subscriber 20 minutes or more. We got a reaction that we got to go over, y'all. Scar in the Woods possibly going back to jail. Now, I said this yesterday on the live stream, and people, they were hitting my inbox up telling me that I was clout chasing. So I just wanted to get on here and told you guys, ha ha, I told you so. It came from the horse's mouth. Uh, but everybody ain't gonna always understand what's going on. A lot of people, they get what they get when they get it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just takes a different level of a person. You see what I'm saying? To be a believer. A lot of people aren't believers. They're not a believer until they actually see it. And Scar in the Woods says it himself. He says it himself. I'm going back to jail. I'm going to Mississippi. Mississippi, here I come. Do, do, do. I'm going to Mississippi. What's up, Swamp Tactical? Long time no see. Miss Crystal McCoy, how you doing, Miss Lady? Shalonda Nicole Harvey, salute to you. Y'all welcome. Y'all come on in. There's 15 people in here, but only 6 likes. Y'all get them likes up. Josh, what up, G? Another day in paradise. Bayou boy, what up, bruh? That's why we got the livest chat on YouTube. 15 people jumped in here within a minute, and everybody in here doing their thug thizzle. Salute to y'all for being subscribers and hitting that notification bell so you can get the live within 2 minutes when I'm posting and going live. As I tried to give it some time before I got up here and spoke on it so everybody could have kind of watched it themselves. But you know this is a reaction channel, so we are going to go over this reaction. Handy Duo, long time no see. What up, G? It rhymes, so it's true. What's up, big dog? Lil Bo Peep. Yeah, Josh. Lil Bo Peep. Was that Shekazilla? Oh, that's Shalonda. Okay. Yeah, Crystal McCoy, salute to you. Handy Duo, Bayou boy, all my moderators in this thing. I know y'all didn't hit the like button. For everybody that hadn't hit that like button, it's 22 people in here with only 9 likes. Y'all them likes up. I was gonna wait till we got 20 people in here to do this reaction, but we didn't already got it in here, so it's no time to play. We got to get this live on the road, y'all. If you are on the West Coast, it's a little early over there right now. It's 9 o'clock on the West Coast. If you are on the East Coast, salute to y'all Tuesday morning. Good morning to y'all. And if you're down in the South Central time, we kind of in between. It ain't quite Tuesday yet, so it's still Monday night. So we're going to call this a Monday Night Live. Got to turn itself in. See, that's the thing. He say he got to turn himself in because I spilled the beans. I shouldn't have never told him he had a warrant for his arrest. He'd have walked in there not knowing. But I ain't no bitch ass nigga. Is it after 2 minutes? Y'all can cuss. I ain't no bitch ass nigga, so I let him know. But like I told y'all yesterday, when I say something on this internet, y'all have to believe me. This is the actual factual channel. We're not up here telling no lies. I'm not on my platform telling lies. I am telling you guys what I know. Just like I told y'all, this man has a court date, Tuesday. Did I not say that? W's in the chat if I told y'all this man has a warrant for his arrest. He's sitting back there looking, or his number one mod or supporter, hey, Pew said you had a warrant for your arrest. So he goes and looks it up, and there's a warrant for his arrest. Now, if I told y'all this boy had a little piece of shit in his drawers, y'all gonna believe me? Because I got the proof to show it. He walking around with shitty drawers. Do I have to say allegedly? But anyway, let's get on with this goddamn, man, y'all got to hit that like button, bro. There's 33 people in here with only 12 likes, bro. I know y'all ready to see this reaction. I know y'all probably done already done seen it. But come on, bro. It's 37. It's almost 40 people in here, and we ain't even got 20 likes. Cranberry juice, y'all. Come on, let's get with it then. Fuck. We ain't got no time. I got a lot of living to do before I die, and I ain't got time to waste. Listen, say you a gangster, but you never pop nothing. Hey, Scar, little Bo Peep that sat there and counted his sheep. Yeah, man, y'all help a nigga out. Hey, y'all, you know what? Fuck them. If they don't want to hit the like button, fuck them. As long as we got their view. All that really matter is their view.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Scar, and we are back with another video. Yes, sir. So, I'm going back to jail.
Salute, Shiner. Y'all heard?
Everybody.
As y'all can see, I'm going back to jail. Now, let me tell y'all something. Bonding out does not mean that the charges are going to be dropped or everything resolved. Bonding out only means I can get out, but you're going to have another court date. 10% of $10,000 is what he needs. 10% of $10,000, is that 1,000? Am I right with that? I'm not real good with that, you know. What's 10% of $10,000? Stella C, what up, G? What up, Loading YT? It's $1,000, Loading YT. Okay, Swamp Tactical, appreciate it. That boy need $1,000. He gonna say something in this live stream where he said he had to pay for a motel for a week. He said that was about $500, right? That's what he said. He said, man, I already spent half of my YouTube check on it. Scar, stop your line. If I bring $1,000 a month in and I got a little bitty platform, you're bringing in more than $1,000. Stop mouthing. That's what you doing. You on this internet mouthing so people can feel sorry for you and send you funds. You got more than $500 in your pocket, Scar. You literally just got your YouTube check Friday. You got under $1,000 3 days later. You ain't bought no new clothes. You still looking like stir-fried shit. We ain't see you buy nothing but a Chinese plate and some dog niblets. Scar, get the fuck out of here. See, what you doing, you on this net playing mouth so people can send you money and you ain't got to spend your money. We didn't call heave to that. But if that's what you want to run around on this internet and do, that's what you gonna do. But a reliable source told me it might not be no bond. You might have to sit down for about a month. Did I not tell him, don't bring your son to court tomorrow? Did I not break this news yesterday? See, when I was saying this yesterday, everybody just thought I was just blowing steam. He gets up there about an hour ago, and this is what he says.
Yes, sir. So as y'all can see in the title, I'm going back to jail. Now, before everybody says anything and just calls me names and just says, I told you so and do all this.
Nah, hell nah. I told you so, nigga. I'm gonna say that. I'm Petty Le Pew. I'm about to tell you. It rhymes, so it's true. God damn, it all rhymed. I told you so. But I ain't talking about yesterday. I'm talking about that day he was doing what? Hitting flips off that tire on that mattress. I'm not gonna let that sleep. Because everything I said since that day he was hitting backflips off that tire, everything has happened right now. Everything. Everything that I literally said. Let me calm down. Got so much. Everything that I had said yesterday and Saturday. No, I'm sorry. Everything that I said that day when he was hitting what? Flips off that back tire, off that tire in that backyard on that damn pissy-ass mattress. Thank you, Josh. Y'all got to validate me when I say throw a W up, bro, because I need to know. I don't want people watching it later to think I'm just lying. I need some validation in here. Appreciate that, Cupcake. I need people to validate that because we're not lying on this channel. See, they got YouTube channels that say I'm clout chasing. A clout chaser is a person that comes up here and just says any goddamn thing for content. We are way past that. We have graduated. This is a professional platform. When we speak on something, on a reaction, we're telling the truth. Appreciate that, Stella Seeds. Y'all throw them threes up. But anyway, and this ain't to toot my own horn, pause. This is just so the trolls could shut the fuck up and be all like, okay, when Pew say it is law. I'm about to change my damn profile picture back to me with the judge gavel thing on. The judge gown. Because this shit right here is actual factuals. Scar really does have shit in his drawers. I'm not lying about that. Scar really does have funky athlete's feet. I'm not lying about that. Scar is going to jail tomorrow. I'm not lying about that. So when I tell these things, I need his number one supporter that runs and tells him everything. Scar, change your drawers. I'm telling you that for a reason. Don't go to court with dirty drawers and dirty socks. You will be stripped down and detained. And you do not want those correctional officers looking and laughing at you. You seen all that shit with them Chicago jail fights and shit when Von told him he wanted to suck somebody off and Lil J was in there with the transmission sitting on his lap and stuff. They got video recordings in these jailhouses that they're released to the public. Anonymously, whatever the fuck you call it. And next thing you know, Scar thinks he's famous, and all of a sudden these old jailhouse pics start coming out. Hey, y'all, look at this guy with the wood. Look at he had shit in his drawers when he was down there. They will blast you, boy. So I need you to clean your ass, put on some clean underclothes, so when you go to jail tomorrow and they give you your jumpsuit, you won't be sitting in there looking shitty. Shittier. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. I'm keeping it real. I've been to jail. I know what happens. They gonna strip you down. If your socks dirty, your drawers dirty and shit, they gonna be in it. And then this is what they do. They'll troll you. They'll make it look like your jumpsuit ain't ready and hey, you sitting in that goddamn holding tank with some shitty ass drawers on and niggas laughing at you. So Scar, change your drawers, nigga, before you go to court tomorrow. Wash your face, brush your teeth. Do all the big three. Shit, shave, and shower, nigga. And don't go in there and want to sit between no nigga legs while he do your hair. Don't go in there with that attitude. You need to go in there and if I was you tonight, I'd take this shit down and just go in there with an afro. Go in there thugged out, nigga. You gonna go in there with your hair all braided nice. First thing they gonna do, they gonna think you one of them little gals. Hey, you come sit over here. He gonna be looking like that when the man tell him to come over here. Come over here, sit on my lap. He gonna have that looking stupid. This the stupid. Hey, trolls. Trolls in the building, y'all. They ain't got nothing better to do. I love it. Y'all give me them views. There's 70 people in here, and 40 of them are trolls, y'all. Bear with me.
I'm going back to jail. Now, before everybody says anything and just calls me names and just says, I told you so and do all this, I want you to know the full story first. You know, before you start the judge, I want you to know the full story. This is going to be an uncut video, and it's just the truth. You know,
Andy doing what he gonna be doing? Ow! 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 Oh, you want me to take something out? No, just don't pull my hair so hard and shove it in more. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Hey, W's in the chat, bro. We got the livest motherfucking chat in this bitch. What's up? I can't pronounce that. Is that a averted Yeah, well, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you coming through and being subscriber. Yeah, what you say? Hey, yeah, man. Salute, Stellar Seas in this thing. Hey, Handy Duo, you crazy? He's ain't gonna be getting his braids pulled and his ass tore.
I'm the guy behind the lines, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who continues to be affected. So somebody got to know, and the only way for you to grow is for you to know. So this is what happened. I went to jail last month. I think the 14th, and or the 15th, y'all, but I got out the 16th. I know that I got out the 16th, everybody, and when I got out, they gave me this paperwork right here. See the paperwork? It says, notice the client, has my last name right under my thumb, and it says 5K unsecured, and then it has court date 8/26 with the court wrote. So as you can see by that paper, it's showing me my court date, my next court date, and then it's saying unsecured. It's saying 5K unsecured bond, y'all. So that's what they gave me when I got out of jail. That's the only paper that they gave me. Now, if you go look at your calendar, you will see that 8/8, it does fall on a Saturday. You know, so it's like, how could I have court that day, right? So I did what the people told me to, and I contacted the public defender. As you can see, it says call in 5 working days. So I waited, and then I called them. They didn't answer the phone. I went on to the portal, and I saw who my public defender was, and it was a certain guy. And I have his name right here. I don't want to disclose my public defender, but it's like he's not so much to everybody. So this is what happened. So I'm trying to fix court day or whatever. I have other multiple court dates pertaining to the same incident. Yeah,
Well, hold on, Josh.
for those.
Josh, you said that wasn't a damn 8? What number was it? I couldn't see it. I ain't got my glasses. And then he said, y'all tripping in the chat, bruh. And then okay, y'all wilding out. What day did that say, Josh? He changed the, ooh. Now let me tell you something. If he go to court tomorrow and try to tell the judge, this was an 8 and it was changed, they're gonna have a copy of it. And if the real numbers on their copy ain't an 8, ain't that perjury? What is that called? When you sign a court document and you change something on it. That was a 3 or a 6. Go back. Hold on.
A certain guy, and I have his name right here. It's like he's much of a defender, everybody. So this is what happened. So
Hold on. He's not much of a defender. First of all, Scar, didn't PughTV tell you, keep you some bond money, keep you some lawyer money? Don't you listen to PughTV? What you quoting PughTV lyrics? You don't have no money, so you get a public defender. Don't bash a public defender because you fucked up and didn't go to the court date. Wasn't you clowning Miss Miranda about her not showing up to the first court date because she had the dates wrong? Now you got the date wrong. Well, Miss Miranda didn't go in there and go to jail. You are. We're going back to it, though. I want y'all to tell me, what number was this?
Unsecured. It's saying 5K unsecured bond, y'all. So that's what they gave me when I got out of jail. That's the only paper they gave me. Now, if you go look at your calendar, you will see that 8/8, it does fall on a Saturday. You know, so it's like, how could I have court that day, right? So I did what the people told me to, and I contacted the public defender. As you can see, it says call in 5 working days. So I waited, and then I called them. They didn't answer the phone. I went on to the portal, and I saw who my public defender was, and it was a certain guy. And I have his name right here. I don't want to disclose my public defender, but it's like he's not so much of a defender, everybody. So this is what happened. So I'm trying to figure out if I have another court date or whatever. I have other multiple court dates pertaining to the same incident coming up, everybody. So I'm preparing for those. I'm just living. You know, y'all, I'm just living. And I'm contacting my public attorney in hopes that he contacts me back. All right? Nobody ever contacted me back, anybody. I went on the portal. There was no type of court date. There was no type of nothing. So I'm under the impression, okay, to wait. You know what I'm saying? To wait, and that just like, any other case, that if they had a wrong date, they would change it. Nobody ever updated me about the change. Nobody ever notified me about the change. I got calls from the sheriff's office multiple times about being a witness in the charges that I filed against these type of people. But now, you know what I'm saying, whenever y'all change the court date, nobody wants to notify me. Nobody called me about nothing, right? And this is the kicker, everybody. The address that Miranda Davis, this is the lady who has charges of false allegations and got her whole family to get the same false allegations on me. The same lady that came on the internet to slander my name and then try to get everything disappeared like she didn't do nothing, y'all. And it's just like so.
I got to take up for Miss Miranda right now. First of all, Scar, he even said so much in this, I just don't even know where to even begin. Scar, when that lady asked you to leave the house, she didn't get on the internet. You went and said, hold on. You ran to the shed, you got your tripod, you set your phone up, and then you put this shit on the internet. After the boy beat your ass, stop saying they jumped you. After that boy whooped your ass, you sitting in your mom's car, doing live. You deleted it, but I guided you, bitch. You got on live and you said everything about them. You brought them up on the internet. That's when Miranda said, you got me fucked up, nigga. She needed to clear her face. She came to my platform and told her side of the story. You started it with the internet stuff. Now you trying to say she got on the internet trying to slander your name. Yeah, he started this shit. He went and set up the camera after the fight. He got on there and got to talking about this, that, and the other. Not only that, but after that was over with, he did this about 2 days. Then that's when she said, no, you're not finna keep coming up here disrespecting me and my family. That's when they came up here and cleared their face. Scar did this about 2 or 3 days. He got up there showing shit that he wanted to show. Then playing audio recordings that he had on her. He deleted all of this, but y'all, we have this. See, that's the thing about us. We do reactions. I got it somewhere on my page because I did reactions to it. You just got to go find it, y'all. It's down there in the middle of the damn weeds. But Scar, you did all this. You started this. You're the one that came to the internet with this. You did that, bruh. So stop trying to blame other people for your actions. You have to take accountability for your actions, Scar. But see, you don't listen to the people who try to tell you what you need to know. You listen to the people you don't. Money. It rhymes, so it's true. You're the one that listens to the little Ray Gays, having him put a battery in your back. Hey, I'm going to send you some money, and you just get up there and you just spin your narrative. Instead of certain people trying to help you and not worry about you blocked. Because see, at the end of the day, where are all those people at now? They're ignored by you. You don't pay attention to nobody in your chat. You pay attention to somebody in your chat as if they send you super chat with a message on it. They have to pay you, and then if they say something you don't want to hear, you'll take the money and cuss them out. That's your whole problem over there. But neither here or there. All I'm saying is Miranda did not get on this internet to try to slander your name. She got on the internet to hold up for her name. You were disrespecting her, spending lies on her, and exploiting her business. She got up here to clear that. Y'all, that ain't how that went. This is how that went. You know what I'm saying?
So, this is what happened. So, I'm trying to figure out if I have another court date or whatever. I have other multiple court dates pertaining to the same incident coming up, everybody. So I'm preparing for those. I'm just living. You know, y'all, I'm just living. And I'm contacting my public attorney in hopes that he contacts me back. All right? Nobody ever contacted me back, anybody.
What's up,
I went
twin?
on the portal. There was no type of court date. There was no type of nothing. So I'm under the impression, okay.
Oh, hey, twin.
To wait. You know what I'm saying?
So he did change it. Let's go back to it.
It's saying 5K unsecured bond, y'all. So that's what they gave me when I got out of jail. That's
Hold on. Let's go back to it, y'all.
I went to jail last month. I think the 14th. And or the 15th, y'all, but I got out the 16th. I know that I got out the 16th, everybody, and when I got out, they gave me this paperwork right here. See the paperwork? It says notice to the client.
Oh my God, we on the Android with this one, so it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's all blurry and shit on. I'm reacting off of an Android. So, but yeah, but everybody said they seen it. Look at it real good, Pugh. Damn, man, it's hard to tell. Is that at the top, the very top? Is that up here at the top right here? Cause it looks like a pen right in. Oh, down here. Down here. I see it. That's not an 8. That's a 6. You didn't have court on Saturday the 8th. You had court Thursday the 6th. That's not an 8. That's a 6. At 11:50, you had to go to court August the 6th, which is a Thursday, at 11:50, y'all. No. Remember, he went to Georgia. He's supposed to have been in court. See, he missed his court date already a couple of weeks ago. And he got a bench warrant for that. That's what so when he go to court tomorrow, they gonna arrest him because he didn't go to court. He gonna go in there and say he thought it was the 8th. They might let that slide, but you still gonna get cuffed and taken to the back and booked in. They might let you get another E-bond. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't send that boy no money because he got out last time and he got out for free because this thing, you try to call it an E-bond.
Last name right here under my thumb, and it says 5K unsecured, and then it has court date 8/8/26 with the court vote. So as you can see by that paper, it's showing me my court date, my next court date, and then it's saying unsecured. It's saying 5K unsecured bond, y'all. So that's what they got out of jail. That's the only paper they gave me. Now, if you go look at your calendar, you will see that 8/8, it does fall on a Saturday. You know, so it's like, how could I have court that day, right? So I did what the people told me to, and I contacted the public defender. See, it says call in 5 working days. So I waited, and then I called them. They didn't answer the phone. I went on to the portal, and I saw who my public defender was, and it was a certain guy. And I have his name right here. I don't want to disclose my public defender, but it's like he's not so much of a defender, everybody. So this is what happened. So I'm trying to figure out if I have another court date or whatever. I have other multiple court dates pertaining to the same incident coming up, everybody. So I'm preparing for those. I'm just living. You know, y'all, I'm just living, and I'm contacting my public attorney in hopes that he contacts me back. All right, and nobody ever contacted me back. Anybody? I went on the portal. There was no type of date. There was no type of nothing. So I'm under the impression, okay, to wait. You know what I'm saying? To wait, and that just like, you know, any other case that if they had
right.
Nobody ever updated me about the change. Nobody ever notified me about the change. You know, I got calls from the sheriff's office multiple It's a court date. Nobody wants to notify me. Nobody called me about it, right? And this is the kicker, everybody. The address that Miranda Davis, and this is the lady who has charges of false allegations and got her whole family to get the same false allegations on me. The same lady that came on the internet to slander my name and then disappeared. Didn't do nothing, y'all. And it's just like so. It just keeps hurting my end. Y'all, I didn't do anything wrong.
Y'all notice the cocaine? Y'all notice the nose thing? Y'all pay attention through the video. You're going to get it. Your public defender, if you just listen to me, that a losing case for you. Your public defender knows that, man, I got to go in here and defend this motherfucker who wouldn't get off this lady land and enticing them to fight and do these things and stuff like that, man. I feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? Off of cases, because it will make their defenders probably like, man, I'm not finna go into looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got me looking stupid. You know, man, I ain't finna answer this motherfucker call. And Scar, you don't call one time, don't get an answer, and don't call back. You should have took your ass down there, or you should have blew his fucking phone up. Calling blow up. Y'all don't misunderstand. Take that. When it's something like that business, you know what you did? You called one time. You probably called late. He didn't answer. Probably didn't leave a message. And you haul ass to another state. I remember when you went to Savannah, it was around the same time you're supposed to have been in court. So now, because I got on my live and said you had a warrant for your arrest, you went to the portal and looked it up. Oh, I do have a court. I did have a, oh man, I'm going to jail. Yeah. And you steady blaming other people. You are the reason why this whole situation took place. You tried to get this lady to sign a fake Chat GPT signed up contract to finesse her house. And then when she caught it, pause. Well, she's a lady, so her catching it wouldn't be a pause. When she caught it, it was like, damn, bro. Wait, hold on. No. I got another contract. If you want to sign a contract, this is the proper way this is the proper writing and what we looking to do. No, I want my contract. Oh, no, baby, I can't do that. Well, look, we'll sit down and talk about it. Hey, and then you kept harassing her every time you seen her. Then you got a little hostile with her. You scared her. Not scared her like shaking in her drawers scared, but you scared her like, the fuck is you so, you know what I'm saying? Chill the fuck out, bro. Like, you got a place to stay. You got a yard to do your content. I got other properties you can go do content on. You got access to water, food, and things like that. You just relax, be comfortable, do you. You will always want more than what, and then you don't, and then this is the thing with it. You didn't have a dime to pay for nothing. You just living off the land for free, expecting everything to go your way and fall right in your pocket. It don't work like that, Scar. But you were learning these lessons at 26 years old, because by the time you're 32, when your brain is fully an adult, y'all, we Googled it. A person ain't grown until they 32, right? You still a kid, so you still learning these things. But you don't like to listen, so I give you tough love, bro. I give you tough love. I give you tough love. He's going to be Biscuit from that movie Life. Facts, Crystal. Pew, he changed the date on the paper from 8-5 to 8-8. Oh, I know it looked different. It looked filled in. It do. I seen that, Vale Scott. You the fourth person that just said that, bro. I seen that, bro. It do look different. Why would he do that? and then get on the internet and act like he's literally getting up here. He's literally a great actor. He's literally acting like it ain't what it is, or it is what it ain't. Scar, do you know when you go to court tomorrow, if your number looks anything different from the number they got on the paper, they're going to know you forged it. Then you looking at another charge. Go in there and think these people are stupid. I shouldn't even be saying this. I should let you go in there and look stupid tomorrow. You go in there looking stupid if you want. You go in there and try to play them people like they stupid if you want to tomorrow. You will not be getting a bond.
The proof, and the proof comes with the truth. Okay, this lady, she was exploiting old people, and the old people, they wanted to leave, and I notified the people to help them leave. Whenever the lady was already scamming me, not paying me for the work that I was doing, not being truthful on her side of the deal. But instead of her talking about it like a grown woman, she cries wolf, and she gets her and her whole family to place false allegations on me, y'all. Her whole family to get up on the internet to talk crap about me just so that y'all can talk down on me, make a fabricated story just so she can get enough proof and evidence so the magistrate can do what? Place a warrant after my arrest. Now here's the kicker, everybody. The same charge that I went to jail for, I went to jail for assault on a female. Okay, everybody? The same charge her two kids put against me, okay, because the altercation was between her and her kids. Honestly, her kids was coming to fight me. You understand? So I defended myself. So when her kids went to go file for that days before, when I was still at the address, what did I get? I get a criminal summons. Miss Miranda Davis waits until I'm booted off of the property unlawfully based off of false allegations. So now I'm banned from the property. I have a court order, from a different civil case, a 50C. For harassment and stalking, which I never did, and I have all of the proof to show y'all, right? But false allegations.
You don't have no proof. You keep saying you got this, you got that. You ain't show shit. And you steady keep taking L's when you go to court. You don't have anything. Shut your mouth up, boy. Now, you went to this lady's house to go try to help Christina. Christina didn't want the help. Christina left. Then that's when you said, well, look, I'll take the help. That's exactly what she did. She tried to help you. You can stay back here, just do this, that, and the other. You wanted to get paid to do things and stay there. So she said, well, look, do this at the house property. You can stay there. And if you could do these little side jobs, I'll pay you. Then you wanted a home. Well, now I want my son. So when I go to court for my son, I want the judge to see I got a place to stay. Here, sign this. She wrote up a more proper agreement. You didn't understand it because it was a more professional contract. So once you got the more professional contract, you thought she was scamming you. She wasn't. She was protecting her brand. So then, here we go now. When you were hitting backflips off that tire, do y'all remember this? Put a W if you do. They came and served them those papers. When they came and served them those papers, we, the ones that were around, did a reaction to it and specifically told him, Scar, I would just leave if I was you. You didn't want to fucking leave. The day that lady told you to leave and you didn't leave and you got rowdy with her, she called her son. He didn't go over there to fight you. He said it himself. What's up, Kill Bit? He said it himself. He said, I didn't go over there to fight that man. I went over there to talk to him. This is my mom. And he fussing and arguing and trying to get her to sign some paper. I'm trying to go see what the business is with him and my mom. He didn't go over there to fight. Scar seen a tall-ass boy and said, oh, my gosh, and then got scared and started spazzing out. Told them to hold on. He went and got his tripod, set his tripod up, and then start talking shit. Scar spit on that lady. Scar choked that lady. And then that's when the boy beat his ass. Nobody jumped nobody. The daughter came in and diffused it, grabbed Scar, threw him away from him getting his ass whooped. The boy was throwing them things on him. It may have looked or felt like you got jumped, Because the boy was bim, 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 bim. Oh my gosh. Ow, oh, ow. Here, come here. Oh, shit, they jumped on me. Nah, nigga, ain't nobody jump on you. You tripping. But anyway, anyway.
So she knew I wasn't going to be able to get notified any mail. Miss Miranda Davis then went after I.
And it ain't her fault that you don't have a proper address to receive mail. The place that you had where your mail coming to, you got evicted. So that means when you left, you should have went on and got your P.O. box and had all that shit changed. When you went to court, you should have had all this changed. Well, look, I'm not on that property no more. If y'all gonna send me any kind of mail documentation, stuff like that, here, send it to this address. You didn't get your affairs together. When I told you that day, you need to be getting your affairs together, these are what I was talking about. See, I'm 40, I'm older than you, and I handle things different. All I can do is tell you how you should have handled it. You don't want to listen. So when you don't listen, I'm petty. I'm going to get up here and I'm going to rub it in your face. Nigga, you should have listened to me. Ow, what's that smell? Your ass. You making an ass of yourself. And if you change that court date, little nigga, we're going to find out tomorrow, y'all. If you change that court, look, either he going to come up here, he might not. But if he does, I don't think he will. I think I'm going to have to get a reliable source. Yeah, Cupcake, it is funny. It's hella funny. I can't make all it. You know why this is funny? Because all of this shit is true, and we ain't making this up. You know they got these buy one and get one for $1. I get 2 of these every day. Sometimes I get 4. 4 for $7, you can't beat it. Back to the content.
Never did, and I have all the proof to show y'all, right? But false allegations, so she knew I wasn't going to be able to get notified any mail. Miss Miranda Davis then went after I was already expelled off the property, couldn't get any mail, couldn't get any information. And I've already summons to be able to court. When she filed, she then filed assault on a female charge against me, put my same address instead of putting my P.O. box so that I wouldn't be able to get notified and I can't come to the address. What kind of snake stuff is this, y'all? So this is.
I'm going to tell you what kind of snake stuff it is. It sounds like what she told you. You're fucking with the right one. Remember she told you that? Oh, you fucking with the right one now. See, you kept saying, I ain't going nowhere. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. And she sat back there and she had that little smile, you be careful of motherfucker that's smiling at you when they mad at you. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. And you took her as some old gentle ass woman that don't got a, these are his words now. She don't got a man and this and that. You took her as this old nice looking lady who nice to people and, oh, I could run over her and this and that. And the whole time, what she tell you? You fucking with the right one. It sounds like she beat you to your game. It sounds like, oh, you want to put my name on this internet? You want to slander my business? You want to have people come and take tenants out of my place of establishment? You trying to have me look bad? Okay, boy, I got you. And she goes in there with not one lawyer, but multiple lawyers. You see what I'm saying? Oh, she got a damn, what's his name? Lil Durk's lawyers. He got a dream team over there. She got old Johnny Cochran sitting over there. Or Brian Stills and all them kind of people. Not really, but I'm just saying. She got paid lawyers that's going in there handling things. First of all, she could go in there herself and plead her case. And Scar Still would long way around. Yeah, Brian Still. She can go in there herself and do that. But as boss would do is what she doing. I'm gonna have my lawyer speak for me. And they go in there sounding professional, with suits on, face clean, and that motherfucker talking to the judge like he got sense, and we sitting over there looking at you. Same outfit he done wore every day to goddamn court. Hey man, look, hey, look. I got my son. Put your hands behind your back. What? Here, hand me the little monster. I mean the little baby. And yeah, nigga, you a fool, boy. This how you gonna be looking when that boy get a touch to him for that honey bun. Cell block 3. Oh Lord, you're killing me. Ow, it hurts.
Expelled off the property, couldn't get any mail, couldn't get any information. I've already got multiple criminal summons so I could be able to go to court there. When she filed, she then filed assault on a female charge against me, put my same address instead of putting my P.O. box so that she knew that I wouldn't be able to get notified and I can't come to the address. What kind of snake stuff is this, y'all? So this is how I got locked up the first time. I got locked the first time because I went to court like I was supposed to. And I didn't even know I had a warrant. Why? Because I was never notified. Why? Because I couldn't get a criminal summons. Because why? Because the address that they're putting down for me is the address of their place of business, the address that they claimed that I wasn't supposed to be at. If y'all are claiming I'm not supposed to be at, and y'all are at a place of business, you have my address to contact me, why constantly continue to put down the address of your place of business knowing that when you...
Because you should be doing that. Now, peep this game out, y'all. This is the funny part. Salute to the 90 people in here, but y'all get them likes up. But peep this out. Imagine walking around Savannah, Georgia, not trying to bring up the court shit, talking about cooking with Granny and setting fires and this and that, walking around like, ha, I'm not speaking on it. That's how you win, guys. The whole time you got a warrant for your arrest. The whole time he was quiet about the court shit, making that bullshit content, he had a warrant for his arrest. Imagine that. Imagine you walking around thinking you winning, and then the whole time, nigga, you got a whole warrant for your arrest. Imagine knowing you got a warrant for your arrest because you changed the date, acting like you being quiet, and you just gonna go to court thinking you finessing them. If the court give you a copy, best believe they have a copy. They're never going to hand you something they don't have a copy of. So when you get the forging shit, they going to have the original copy, and you going to look stupid. Yeah, the Shark Tank and all of that shit. Yeah, making this bullshit content, and the whole time this boy got a warrant for his arrest. So you made 8 videos talking about nothing, and you had a warrant for your arrest. As you was quiet about it, I was quiet about it. But a reliable source let me know from Detroit. It's a young man in Detroit that knows everything. Put me on game. Scar got a warrant for his arrest while he up here thinking that he finna just go to court, talking about he got a this and that and this, while he worried about what video I took down. They're not even gonna get to that video that I took down. They're going to handle what they're supposed to handle on the 6th. So you going in there talking about, yeah, I got the proof. He took the video down. She tried to do this. And then you lying about that. You don't have no video of me saying that that lady scammed you. Me and what that lady had got going on ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. You just jumped up there. You didn't even listen to my, talking about you screen recorded me saying, Scar, you watched 1 minute of my live stream and you went live. You ain't even heard what we talking about over here. Somebody just told you, oh, Miranda made Pew take a video down. Oh, yeah, see, I told you. And you ran off with a narrative. But be that as that may, that's for another. See, we are ahead of the time right now. We need to go back to when he was in Savannah, having a whole warrant for his arrest. Way before anything was taken down, nigga, you had a warrant for your arrest for an assault charge. Now you got to go back to court. They might let you sit in jail until your next court date. You might not get a bond. You might have to sit in there until your next court date, which is when? September the 8th? Tomorrow's the what? The 25th? So from August 25th to September 8th, you might be in jail, boy. And the only thing about you going to jail that I'ma hate, other than looking at this ugly face, is I ain't gonna have no content to talk about. So y'all, I'm gonna be on vacation until Lil Bo Peep get out of jail.
Put allegations against me that are criminal, they're gonna want to put a warrant out for my arrest to find me, instead of giving them the right information so that they can be able to find me. Now, these people are just crafty type of people. So this is the reason I got arrested the first time, everybody. I kept it cool. You know what I'm saying? I got arrested while I went to court for something completely different. A whole civil issue between these type of people for allegations they put against.
Yeah, about that shark thing. You can tell this boy is so damn stupid. Sharks are saltwater habitats. He was in fresh water. It was dirty looking, but it's pond lake areas. Everybody who knows anything about geographics and nature and things like that, they know sharks do not swim in those kind of waters. You'd have to be in the ocean. You were not in the ocean, Scar. Talking about he seen a goddamn shark. When I seen that shit, y'all, I was just, bruh. Sometimes shit be so stupid, I don't even want to get reactions to it, bruh. Sometimes he get up here and say shit, and I just be all like, bro, really, bro? Like, come on, man. You don't have to do stupid shit to look stupid. You can do something that you think is right and it looks stupid. Just try to do what you think is right and let us do the content off of that. Don't get up here and just make up stupid shit. Because that I don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay? So, I'm like, what the hell? And when I got out of jail, like I said, they gave me this paper. Okay? And they gave me this paper, and I'm not thinking of it at the time, yo. I'm just, okay, I'm gonna make it to court date. Make it to court date. When that day came around, there was, I'm like, hold on. This is on a Saturday. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and contact my public attorney. My public defender never answered the phone. Never answered the phone. Not once. I'm sitting here calling, leaving emails, everything, y'all. Nothing. There was nothing. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My mind, I gotta just.
Did you hear that? Now listen to what he say. He gonna say it twice. I was just I left it. Yeah, it sounds to me that you didn't take it serious. You were too mad that you went to jail, embarrassed, your son got taken, your dogs and this and that you weren't studying what was more. I'm not saying that wasn't important, but what was important, what was taking place right then, your jail situation. And you were so quick to hop on live and make videos and stuff like that for content. You weren't even paying attention to that. What did he say?
And they gave me this paper, and I'm not thinking of it at the time, yo. I'm just, okay, I'm gonna make it to court date. Make it to court date. When that day came around, there was, I'm like, hold on. This is on a Saturday. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and contact my public attorney. My public defender never answered the phone. Never answered the phone. Not once. I'm sitting here calling, leaving emails, everything, y'all. Nothing. There was nothing. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My mind.
No, but it's about to be.
I'm not gonna say I forgot about it, but I put all my court dates on the calendar. Right? One was on the next one was on the 25th. Okay, so I'm like, all right, boom. I ain't gotta worry about court until the 25th. I didn't call. I didn't did this. There's no other court date on the portal, so I must be good. So the day before, I checked the portal, and guess what? It said I got a failure to appear to a court date that I was never notified about. For the same time.
Y'all see the Coke nose shit?
Guess what? It said I got a failure to appear to a court date that I was never notified about. For the same time.
Y'all see that?
I must be good. So the day before, I checked the portal, and guess what? It said I got a failure to appear to a court date that I was never notified about. For the same charge. Right?
A failure to appear. That boy scared. It's appear. That boy is scared. Look at him, y'all. He's scared, y'all. Because he's so small and his ass stink. So imagine being small and then having to give up some ass that stink. Imagine that. Imagine Damn, they gonna take me easy. And it stinks. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine giving up some ass that ain't no good. Not giving it up, getting it tooken. And it ain't no good. And you can't even defend yourself. Now, if you had good ass, you probably would be, well, hey, come and get it, guys. But you know your ass ain't no good. And you small, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.
One was the next one was on the 25th. Okay, so I'm like, all right, boom. I ain't got to worry about court until the 25th. I didn't call out and did this. There's no other court date on the portal, so, I must be good. So the day before, I checked the portal, and guess what? It said I got a failure to appear to a court date that I was never notified about. For the same charge. So this same charge that y'all gave me, and this is why this system is corrupt, y'all. So the same charge that y'all gave me, I have to go back to jail for before failure to appear, right? For
hot dog water
that y'all didn't even tell me about. I couldn't come to the court date of this court date because guess what? It was on a Saturday. Oh, but here's the biggest kicker.
Hold on. Salute to them 60 people with them 60 likes. Yeah, hot dog water, garbage juice, garbage truck juice, goddamn Tyson poop, dream piss. This boy right here is a sad sight, y'all. I can't. Oh, y'all, look at this look right here. Ow! Oh shit! Oh my gosh! When am I getting released? It ain't tonight. What does that mean? Don't worry about it now. You ever worry about something that you know ain't tonight? Like it ain't happening. You're not finna get released tonight. So take this ass strapping. Loosen them cheeks up. Put a arch. Now they want you to put an arch in that back. They want you to put an arch in that back. And you got the long hair. They want that ponytail. Put an arch in your back, boy. Loosen them cheeks up. Thump that ass. Thump them cheeks up. Spread them. Put that arch in that back. They want that dip. He want to see that dip. He want that spinal cord dipped up. That head back like that. They want the head back. Oh my gosh. Ow. Put that arch in that back, nigga. Loosen them cheeks up. Take it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When am I getting released? It ain't tonight. See, you worried about getting released tonight in the middle of the ass thumping. You're not getting released in the middle of the ass thumping. That's some shit you worry about tomorrow when your asshole all fucked up and you laying on your cot. They might make him get the top. I can't climb up there. Why, you too short? I'll help you up there. No, my ass hurts. He gonna pick you up and toss you up there on the top. You're gonna flop on the bump. You just sit there and then you're gonna get in a fetal position with your thumb in your mouth, boy. Yeah. A sad sight. A sad situation. And this is a serious situation, y'all, because it's not really funny. I kind of feel sorry for the boy. Fellas, y'all ever been watched a punishing and y'all like, damn, bro, we doing her, bro. Well, she came over here. Well, shit, damn. In there mollywopping, about 12 niggas in there, yeah. But see, the difference between a woman and Scar, see, she got extra pockets to put a penis in. He got two. And they gonna ram that ass. Now, Scar, you gonna get to the beg part. That's where I want to get to. Yeah, I can't. That facial right there, that's just fun. Fun. Yeah, he worked for this. He worked for this. Yeah, man. And I feel bad for him, bruh. Because he's a little guy, man. He's a little dude. Now he can sit there and be all like, you guys, you don't want this ass. This ass is no good. Oh, yeah, we want it. They'll bathe you, boy. You think you go in there. You think you go in there with a lump of turd in your drawers and you think that's gonna turn somebody off. When you got guys in that motherfucker that will literally bathe you, doll you up to their liking, do you all kind of ways, pick you up, toss you on that top bunk. You guys finished? For right now. What does that mean? Bojingle finna come in here. Who's Bojingle? Old boy gonna walk out, and here come Bojingle. Just where you got tossed up on, he'll hop up there now, but he kind of lazy and he a biggie. He gonna grab your ass, put you back on that bottom bunk, and Scar say some stupid shit like this when that happened. Why didn't you just leave me down here in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you just leave me down here in the beginning if he tossed me up there and you bring me back down here? It's not right. Where your dogs at, Scar? Oh, where's your dogs at, nigga? Don't bring them damn mutts to that damn court thing tomorrow. Ain't nothing but German shepherds in that bitch. Is that a German shepherd? Yeah. That honey bun test. Scar, let me tell you something, boy. I think we all know never accept food from big guys in the jailhouse. I'm 6'3", 230 pounds. If I come up to you in the jailhouse and be like, hey, you want a honey bun, nigga? And you want a honey bun, you better turn that motherfucker down. And that arch in that back is serious, bro. I don't know why, but for some reason, it's serious. You gotta arch the back. Ladies, when you with your man and that doggy style is in effect, y'all, we grown and it's late, so we on some other shit tonight. And you know you getting pounded from the back. What your man always say, ladies, put a W in the chat if you ever been told, put an arch in that back. Because it's real, Scar. And men, we ain't supposed to move our bodies like that, so it's going to be real awkward. But when you get there with the ironing board back, while he trying to get his groove, his stroke in, he going to hit you right there in the... Oh, my God. He gonna put the arch in your back, nigga. He going to elbow your ass right there in your spine. You gonna arch up, and then you got the hair. He going to grab it as he going to grab the hair just like that. You arched. And you about to get punished. Straight up. And then, y'all picture the arch back, ass cheeks up, with the face looking like that. Ow! Oh my gosh! Ooh! Shit! Yeah, nigga. Sick ass boy.
He can't be found. You know, he's not just...
Oh, nah, what I wanted to say before I got to talk about that. Scar, you know if your court date thing, now this is some serious shit. If you know that you're not supposed to be on their property, the first thing that you're supposed to be doing when you know that you're getting documents sent to you is, I am not at their residence, Judge. Could you please have all my documents sent to Abe Wah, your P.O. Box, Lil Reggae House, somebody. Why are you not in touch with your business? That's your business, Scar. That's your business. So, now Miss Miranda ain't gonna say nothing. She don't give a fuck about what you got situated. Your mail gonna come to her house or the tenant house. She gonna either A, not look at it or whatever the case is. That's your fault. That's just like you go park in a handicap spot and go run into the store and you think when you get out there that your car either ain't gonna be towed or you got a fat ass ticket sitting on it. That's your fault. You parked in the handicap spot. Park a few things down. Stop being so goddamn, well, I was just running in there and coming right out. Yeah, well, when you think you're going to do things the quick and easy way, no. Now, one thing that ain't going to be quick and easy is that arch back hair pulled face look. They going to take their time with it. Because how many little Bo Peeps come stumbling across a bunch of guys that got years? It's very so often a little piece of fresh meat come through there like that. Then you go in there, then you like to change your voice, like, oh wow, this is a clean facility. And then you know, yeah, you get the little, you change your little voice, your little hair, and your little sassy walk. Some niggas that ain't had no ass in years, they gonna get you. Yeah. Red M&M's is lipstick and blue ones is eyeshadows. These guys be in there dolling themselves to fuck up, bruh. And Scar, have you ever been, well, I don't know if y'all been purposely dolled, but Scar, they have this thing called getting purposely dolled. Like, they gonna turn you into what you don't want to be and make you act every bit of it. That's what they gonna do to you, boy.
Public defender, okay? Because you can't just find him in the office. So I've been calling him, leaving him voice messages.
You know why you can't just find a nigga in the office? He's a public defender, Scar. He's not getting paid to help you. That man ain't got his ass on you, boy. Nah, he can't fight. That's how they gonna look when it's sliding in. Ooh, yeah, nigga. It's always gonna be a low. That's when it's in there. Look, Scar, that ain't her responsibility.
Didn't even tell me about. I couldn't come to the court date of this court date because guess what? It was on a Saturday. Oh, but here's the biggest kicker. Rush Watson, he can't be found. You know, he's not just a regular public defender. It's a peer.
I thought you said you weren't gonna say the man's name. So now we know his public defender's name is Rush Washington. Y'all. That's how Scar gonna look when the man said, "Look at what I got." When the man pull his pants down, this how Scar gonna be looking. This how Scar gonna be looking. When the man said, when he puts pants down, that's exactly how Scar gonna look. Damn, I didn't know I didn't know those motherfuckers was that big.
For a court date that y'all didn't even tell me about. I couldn't come to the court date of this court date because guess what? It was on a Saturday. Oh, but here's the biggest kicker. Rush Watson, he can't be found. You know, he is not just a regular public defender, okay? Because you can't just find him in the office. I've been calling him, leaving him voice messages, nothing. So the day before, y'all, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to jail. Today, I know I'm going to jail tomorrow, y'all. I know when I step up in the courtroom tomorrow, they gonna see, I'm going to jail. Why? It's because it says I have a failure to appear on a case that they never told me about. Y'all calling me, okay, because you can't just find him in a...
That's how he gonna look after he done got arched back, assed up, finished. Approximately 45 minutes of pounding from the first guy. Another one? That's that another one face. Yeah, his plea deal gonna be shitty. Yeah, look, y'all. That's that look right yonder. That's that look like another one? That's that look.
So I've been calling him, leaving him voice messages, nothing. So the day before tomorrow, I'm going to jail. Why? It's because it has to appear on a case that they never told me about. Y'all calling me for witness to be witness, but y'all not calling me y'all calling me when y'all modify a court date. Modify the court date. How you gonna modify a court date and not tell the person about it? So now, who can short me? Y'all call me anything else? Y'all call me about being a witness for y'all case, right? But y'all don't call whenever the judge switches it, but I gotta be the one, you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that y'all had a court date without any certificate of service or anything like that is just crazy, y'all.
Yes, please, because peep this out. When he go to court tomorrow and if he gets arrested, that's gonna be on some shit that happened on the 6th, the 8th, whenever. Then if he sits in there and he misses another court date because he's incarcerated, then he got to deal with that. So yeah, it's gonna be more problems added on to with the problem he already got. And that's the look he gonna have right there after the second one finished. And the third one walk in. Damn, another one?
Of of this court date. They notified me of this court date. Look what this say. Jail, this the only thing that you get. This the only thing that you get, y'all, and then you can go there. When I went to the public defender's office, y'all, they told me that Russ Watson doesn't even work there, y'all. They say he don't even work there. Look, this is my public defender. You know what, freaky, because he gonna end up getting fired. This is my public defender right here. Okay?
Did y'all hear that?
Public defender, his court date. Look what this said.
He put the man number and everything on there. Look, he said, Scar, how the fuck you gonna fire somebody that you ain't even paying for him to even help you? He's basically just there so you say nothing stupid. He's a human snowball. That's the look when. Another one? That's the fourth look. That's the fourth guy coming in look right there. Another one? Get used to it.
You know, this is the only thing that you get.
Okay. That don't look like an 8, do it? I don't know. We're going to find out.
This is the only thing that you get, y'all, and then you got to go there. When I went to the public defender's office, y'all, they told me that Russ Watson doesn't even work there, y'all. They say he don't even work there. Look, this is my public defender. You know what, freaky, because he going to end up getting there. He doesn't even work at this address. They told me to go here.
Sandusky?
Guess what? When I went to this place, they told me that he doesn't even work here. If my public defender isn't answering the phone, if my public defender isn't being able to be found, notify me about, gotta be the one that gets the short end of the stick. That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, y'all.
Don't worry, Scar, because when you about to go, you going to get the long end of the stick. But multiples. So while you talking short end of the stick,
Me that he doesn't work here. So if my public defender isn't answering the phone, if my public defender isn't being able to be found, my public defender isn't being able to notify me about the court dates that y'all switching, then what? I just gotta be the one that gets the short end of the stick? That's not fair, bro. That's not fair, y'all. That's really not fair. And I'm glad that, you know, I was like, okay, let me see if I can go see something today on the thing, on the portal. Because I'm like, okay, I got court tomorrow. I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I've been preparing for it. I've been being there for my son. I'm making sure I don't miss no court date. But how am I not going to make sure that I miss a court date that I didn't know about? That's crazy, y'all. Oh, yeah. And I know y'all finna say in the comments, well, you can just go to the district attorney. I can't go to the district attorney without my public defender. If you have a public defender, the district attorney is not going to want to talk to you because you already assigned a public defender. So you're not representing yourself. And that's what I'm saying. So it's just like now, it's like, dang. Like, I just don't know what to do, y'all. I don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? I've been struggling so I can be able to just stay above water. You know what I'm saying? But now, I got to go to jail. I gotta go to jail because of what? Because they don't have an address so they can serve me. Because they can't do the due diligence.
Look at. And then I missed the face that I wanted to show y'all. You hear what he said? They don't have an address that they can send me. No, you don't have an address where they can send it. You want to live homeless. You don't want to work. You want to be free willy. Hey, I'm free. I'm a free bird. Until at times where you need a residence, now all of a sudden you've been playing games where you should have just been getting your affairs together. I told you, get your affairs together. Now they don't have an address. No, Scar. You see how y'all always try to flip his situation on other people? He never takes accountability for his. He never takes responsibility for his actions. He never. It's always somebody else's fault. Now it's the court people's fault because he lives in a van traveling all over to Savannah playing cooking grits with Granny and trying to set fire magnifying glasses and kayak swimming and shit. You out there having a good old time, boy, off of your YouTubers dime. It rhymes, so it's true.
Now, I gotta go to jail. I gotta go to jail because of what? Because they don't have an address. Because they can't do the due diligence A day after that, it says modification to release order. But who is gonna tell me? Who is gonna tell me? And then on there's still no date. There's no date at all. But do you think that they're gonna care? No, they're not gonna care. So guess what? Now I gotta go to jail. Now it's a $10,000
Yeah,
bond
Killbit.
for a failure to.
Facts, Killbit. He know he has a court. He know he has a case against him. So why wouldn't he see if there's something he needs to do? But see, Killbit, you know why you said that? Because you're a full adult. See, your brain thinks more professional. If this was Killbit going through this situation, Killbit, I'm just using you as an example. If Killbit is going through this situation with Miss Miranda, Killbit is gonna make sure, okay, my ass done just went to jail. I'm not finna be nobody's tuna fish sandwich. Let me see what the fuck I need to take care of before I get back in that jailhouse. Cause ladies get did bad in that motherfucker too now. You can meet Miss Big Brenda in that motherfucker, and goddamn it, she want a tuna fish sandwich. And you don't have to arch no backs up. It's just lay down, spread them. But if you know you don't have a proper address and you know that you were kicked off this property, what are you supposed to do? First thing your adult brain gonna tell you is, okay, they're gonna be sending me some papers. I need to either be calling down here every day, coming down here, or getting my address there. Go down there and get you a P.O. box set up. I think it's $4 a month. I don't know. Scar, spend some money. You say that you got a motherfucking helper that helps you with shit. Why your helper ain't telling you all of this? Why your helper running back telling you what we talking about over here? It sounds like an instigator. Sound like somebody that got a little money that want to see a little entertainment, so they'll throw him a few crumbs, have him go crash out and look stupid, and sit back and watch and laugh with us. It sounds like this what this person's doing. I'm gonna give him a little bit of money to make it look like he got some help. He gonna do something stupid and he gonna react to it, and I get to sit back and laugh. Sounds like there's a puppet master that's doing this. Don't it sound like that, y'all? Yeah, Josh, that's all I'm saying. Sounds to me that somebody went back and told him that we were talking about him about the court thing. The only reason why he know he got a warrant is because of us. See what I'm saying? Yeah, he had a full-on physical altercation with this woman. Exactly. So if you know you didn't had an altercation with somebody, you knew when you went to jail what you were facing upon in the future. First thing you do when you get out is turn your internet on. Y'all seen him walking out of the jailhouse. When they gave the boy his property, the first thing he did was turned his phone on with 13% battery, went live. You know why we know he did it? Because remember, he came out there with his hair all fucked up, and he come in, y'all, I just got out of jail. You should have been taking care of business, but you couldn't wait to run back to that damn internet, bruh. I don't even got to say nothing on that cut face.
That's going to even be harder to get out for assault or a female charge that I never even committed, bro. Y'all talk about some, innocent until proven guilty at all.
Listen to what he say.
But do you think that they're gonna care? No, they're not gonna care. So guess what? Now I gotta go to jail. Now it's a $10,000 secure bond for a failure to appear. That's going to even be harder to get out for assault or a female charge that I never even committed, bro. Y'all talk about some, innocent until proven guilty. Prove that we're innocent. And it's not fair, y'all. That's not fair. And I feel like this should be a different procedure that, y'all can even see. It's on my thing, y'all, it looks so crazy because the timeline don't add up. day after I get out of jail, you switch my court date. Nobody notifies me. I contact the people that y'all tell me to contact. Nobody notifies me. I got all these other court proceedings that I have to make sure that I'm attending to, make sure that I'm at, make sure that I'm paying attention to. Contacting my public defender for these type of things, which is completely different. Because if y'all know, I've been fighting this concealed carry charge for the past year. Okay? Is it my fault? Oh, I was transporting my firearm that is assigned to me, that I bought with my own money, from living into the woods to my store. In between there, the cops stopped me unlawfully, searched me and everybody else that was around me, and they took my firearm. Did I go to jail? No. But what I did is get a charge, and this charge has been the charge haunting everything around me. This charge, whenever I go to jail, no, I've been fighting this.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This dude is annoying the fuck out of me. It's draining me. Pause. Everything is an excuse. Everything is somebody else's fault. First of all, you did not purchase that firearm with your own money. Somebody helped buy that firearm for you. They didn't unlawfully pull you over. They stopped you because you don't have valid plates on your fucking van. The same reason why they pulled you over that day with Christina. You can't ride around with no expired tag and think you're not gonna get pulled over. And then you got a firearm on you. You can go to the pawn shop and buy a gun, right? Then you got to go to the court and get the proper documentations to have license to carry. You don't just go buy a gun and then, okay, I got a gun, I can have it. No, Scar. That's how I know. See, you a child, bruh. You a child. Y'all listen to everything he about to say and tell me if you didn't get annoyed by all the things. Salute to them 80 people with them 72 likes.
Make sure I'm at, make sure that I'm paying attention to. Contacting my public defender for these type of things, which is completely different. Because if y'all know, I've been fighting this concealed carry charge for the past year. Okay? Is it my fault? Oh, I was transporting my firearm that is to the woods to my storage, and searched me and everybody else on me, and they took my firearm. Did I go to jail? No. But what I did is get a charge, and this charge has been the charge haunting everything around me. This charge, whenever I go to jail, I have to sit in jail now just because of this charge, because that charge is pending. You understand? So this is the reason why I can't just go in jail and go out of jail. I have to go in jail, sit in jail, they can process it. I got to talk to a judge. You know what I'm saying? But all of this is just because of what? Oh, Miss Miranda Davis, they can't put my P.O. Box address that I put on the application with them. If they're claiming that I don't stay at the address, I never stayed at the address. If you know I don't stay at the address, if you don't want me to stay at the address, y'all was trying to kick me off and evict me from the address. Y'all, they did. And then when we went to court, they lost. Guess what? If y'all trying to do all those things, then why would you put my address on the paper whenever you file charges against me? You know why? Because you think you slick. And it worked. It worked.
He said,
it worked, y'all.
He said he just stopped, because I was about to stop and say, yeah, you fucking with the right one. You told her you don't want to play these games with me, Miranda, like a little black, ugly Chucky doll. You don't want to play these games with me, Miranda. I'm the wrong one to fuck with. You know how she got the little pretty smile? Oh, really? Pew, put me on, brother. Here go Pew. Bo Dangle Jansen. Okay, Miranda, go ahead. So this motherfucker, woo wop wop wop. It sounds to me, Scar, that you fucking with the right person. Shot time today. You think this woman want to go to court through all these court dates with you? No, she don't want to do that. Salute to the 123 people in here. Y'all get them likes up to 100. You think she want to do that, Big Slim, with through these things? I ain't gonna speak to the other ones. I ain't gonna call the other trolls' name, but hey, trolls, y'all give them the tootly doodly fingers. Everybody on the count of three, put the tootly doodly fingers in the chat. I don't know what emoji that'll be, but just give them the threes. Hey, chat. Hey, haters.
I have a physical address. They can put whatever address on the paper. But this is why they gotta be notified. This is why my case is a little bit more different. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of people that literally will get online, have my hater talk all this crap about me. They can tell all this false information and stuff like that so the internet believes them, and then a month later come back online or just try to make everything seem like they didn't say anything, they didn't try to slander my name. No, Miss Miranda Davis.
Hold on.
You was taking those old people money.
Hold on. So he says his hater. I'm his number one hater, y'all. Let's just get that clear. He says I got on here and spread lies on him. I know everybody in here ain't for me. So the ones that's in here that's not for me, can y'all play, and y'all don't block them. The ones that's in here that's not for me or don't have a dog in this fight but kind of know what's going on, what lie have I told about Scar? What lie have I told about Scar? Just to shake his cup and beg for money. Exactly. You sure ain't lying, Slim. He videoed his own ass whipping. Boy, look at the camera. He stayed looking around like ICE agents are after him. Exactly. He paranoid little motherfucker. That's what Miss Miranda said. He said his eyes be everywhere. He paranoid. And she told him to calm down. And then when he kept doing it day after day after day, he started scaring her like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Oh, Lord, what have I brought in my home? Burning sage and sprinkling tap holy water around, and we got to get him out of here. He's not going nowhere. Unplug that fucking cord. Oh, bitch. Oh, damn. It's hot. Hey, what the fuck you unplug my cord for, bitch? Baby, you got to go. I ain't going nowhere, nigga. Okay. Son, come over here and get this nigga off our property. Hey, man, what's going on, moms? Now, son, nice, mature, young cat. He didn't go over there on that bullshit. But if you spit on my mama, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, boy. I'm gonna beat you to a pulp. Oh, yeah. Just the thought of it, nigga, I'll knock your ass out, boy. I'm the type of nigga knock your ass out, pick you up, make sure you straight and knock your ass out again, nigga. The fuck? You ain't finna sit there and spit on my mama in front of me. I could have been walking down the street and seen a beautiful lady like Miss Miranda get spit on by Scar and ain't got nothing to do with it and still go over there and knock his ass out. Just because you spit on a beautiful woman, that woman is gorgeous. You should have been privileged to be in the facility with a person like this. You think a beautiful woman like that take the time out of her day to help a nigga like Scar out? I'm sure she had people telling her, why you helping this boy? Oh, y'all, I can't see him out there on the street. And that make it even so much more because, you know, she, in the back of her mind, she know she don't even fuck with nothing like this. Then you get up here and disrespect her daughter the other day, talking about you could have fucked her, but you didn't because her stomach. Like, nigga, what? When such a homeless ass nigga with nothing got the right to even talk about a woman who wouldn't give him the time? Scar would give Tyson and Dream away to lay down with something beautiful like that. And he's sitting up there because he couldn't get it. Like the girl said, she looked at him as like her gay best friend or her gay friend or some shit. The woman got, and this ain't the first lady I done heard on camera say this about Scar. Mari said it. She thought he was that way. That girl at Home Depot said it, that he took to the movies that day. Miranda's daughter said, like I've heard multiple women say, oh, you gave me homosexual vibes. Can we say homosexual? Yeah, you give me homosexual vibes.
And these are the type of people that literally will
I want y'all to listen, and the ones that remember put a W. Yesterday, did he or did he not say he didn't call APS? Yes. He said he hadn't called them yet. He was naming what he could do. So now we know who called APS. He said it. He called APS, and that lady came and got that man out their house that day. Scar went up the road and around the corner, and then came back after they left, acting like he didn't know what was going on. See, it's all making sense now.
That literally will get online, have my hater talk all this crap about me. They can tell all this false information and stuff like that, so the internet believes them, and then a month later come back online, or just try to make everything seem like they didn't say anything, they didn't try to slander my name. No, Miss Miranda Davis, you was taking those old people money, and then APS was called. APS is not going to involve themselves in a case that doesn't need their involvement. If you wasn't scamming nobody or you wasn't doing nothing wrong, those people would have never had to leave your house. They don't have nothing to do with me. I just made it known to the appropriate ears. That's all that I did. You was taking care of them for 3-4 years. These things been going on. So the things that I've been saying is not no false. I just brought the bull crap to the light. That's it. And that's what you slandering my name for. You slandering my name because I'm bringing the bull crap to the light, and you don't like that. But don't keep what?
Okay, now let me ask y'all this. This is a serious question. Let's say Miranda was doing that. I ain't saying she was. Let's say she was doing that. This the Cuz Cuddy and JT effect right here. Cuz Cuddy had all this dirty laundry about JT, right? He never said nothing about it until JT told him no on something one day. Now you want to spread everything you knew about this dude. Let's say Miranda was doing whatever Scar said. If Miranda would have signed his contract that day, would you, Scar, would have just sat back and let her continue doing the devious deeds? Or are you only trying to expose her because she didn't sign that contract? Y'all fell out. Y'all peep that? If it was that way. Now, I honestly don't think that this lady was doing any of this. Yeah, Kill Bit. You see what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you're saying right to that. What up, Natalie Bo? Stay ashy from candy. You're making that shit, yeah. I don't trust people like that. I don't trust people who know shit about something and don't say it until they don't get their way with the person. Now you trying to expose shit. So how do you know this lady was doing this, Scar? Did you sit down and y'all talk and laugh about this? Having a good old kickback one afternoon. Yeah, I'm getting out on these folks and this and that. And yeah, just stick around and I got some money. And then okay, yeah, man, okay, yeah. And then one day she tell you no on something. Well, I'm going to expose what you was telling me or what I overheard or this or that. Do y'all see where I'm coming from? Or am I making sense with that? Never trust a person that knows stuff about something, don't say it until they don't get their way. Because now you could either A, be lying, or B, only exposing because you didn't get your way. Now, once you expose because your way, you're just as much as in fault, Scar. It's called accessory because you knew about the shit. Only reason why you exposing this shit, y'all, we on one tonight, y'all. Only reason why we exposing it is because you could not get your motherfucking way. Yeah. Reliable source told me specifically, he said, oh, I'm famous on this YouTube. I can ruin you. Reliable source told me that the person that was told that to said, you're fucking with the right one. Yeah. Scar, don't go to war with no money. You need increments to go to war with somebody. Your public defender, Russ Wilson, whatever the fuck his name is, he's a MIA. What's that, Pew? Missing in action. Because he knows he don't have a case. Scar, imagine this man going to work for you for free and everything is not in your favor. He's gonna be sitting up there like, God damn, I'm helping this nigga out. He got a losing case. You see? When you got out of jail, before you left that jailhouse, when you got out of jail, before you left that jailhouse, first thing you did was turn your live stream on. That's what you did. When you should, I would have been asking questions before I left that motherfucker. I knew when my next court date was, and I'm still asking the damn correctional officers. So I got to come back on this and that, right? Okay, so look, when I pay this bond, I don't own this and that. Like, I'm asking questions. First of all, I'm not a jailhouse nigga. I ain't no nigga that spent I'm 40 years old. I literally probably spent 60 days in jail my whole life. All the times I done been to jail, I done literally probably spent 2 months worth of time in jail in 40 years. I ain't never been to no penitentiary. Everything was state, jailhouse, DUIs. Y'all Google my name, James Pugh Jr. You gotta put the junior at the end, because I seen other James Pughs up there, and there was somebody on this internet putting false information about me because they thought that was my name. 12/17/1985. Social Security number 123456789. The biggest thing about being an adult and a child off for the internet and just a real nigga is that taking care of your affairs. As much as I wanted to see content and do content on you, Scar, I was having 100 people in my chat. 3,000-4,000 views on a video. You think I wanted that to stop? But I turned around and I tried to help you so we wouldn't even have to even come to this. Scar, get your affairs together, bro. Just leave. Everybody kept saying, well, what you gonna do when Scar leave and you don't get no content? It ain't all about my content. It's about me trying to help this youngin. Scar, get your affairs together, bro. And he wouldn't listen. Put a W in the chat, bro, if y'all been around since day one of this situation. Who remember the red clay dirt with the tire and the mattress with his shirt off, him talking shit, telling the boy to come back over there and get some more? Who remember that day? Put a W in the chat if y'all remember that Pacific day. I can talk to y'all. Put a W in the chat if y'all remember the red dirt, tire, and the mattress. Then he walks off the camera, was given the papers, came back on the camera, and then try to act like ain't nothing going on. LA to the Bay, what up, G? Anonymous, son of a Fadaya, all of y'all, Evelyn, what's up with y'all, bro? Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all caught the last 10 minutes of this live. Salute to y'all, though, for coming through. Yeah, so, yeah, we ain't gonna be on here but 10 more minutes, but the live will be up for y'all to watch the replay. Because this was a hellified live.
Somebody trying to be an active father just because it's for your kids, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. You failed 5 times. That's not my fault. And you shouldn't, that's not fair, bro. Tell the truth.
Wait, what did he say?
That's what I'm saying, y'all. You wasn't scamming nobody or you wasn't doing nothing wrong. Those people would have never had to leave your house. That don't have nothing to do with me. I just made it known to the appropriate ears. That's all that I did. You was taking care of them for 3-4 years. These things been going on. So the things that I've been saying.
He said, big little bro, salute.
I just brought the bull crap to the light. That's it. And that's what you slander my name for. You slander my name because I'm bringing the bull crap to the light. And you don't like that. But don't keep lying on somebody that's trying to be an active father just because you don't have any fathers for your kids. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. You failed 5 times. That's not my fault. And you should.
Whoa. Scar, that woman didn't fail at all. That woman owns businesses. Her kids have very nice vehicles. Her kids live in homes, not apartments. Homes, nigga. Your mom had you and you ain't got shit. That van ain't yours. You still owe on it. The fuck? Look at this demon, y'all. That's a demon. Talking about she got 5 kids with no fathers around. Scar, you ain't in your child's life. You get your son one day out of the week. You didn't even know what kind of ointment went on your son's rashes. You're not a father. You're a content creator. You get your son, and the first thing you do is throw a chicken nugget in his face and the camera. That's all you do is just feed him through the whole live so he won't talk, cry, or do nothing. He just sitting there stuffing his face. I got my son, guys. I got my son. You're not a father. The fuck? Y'all, he is so evil, y'all. This picture right here gives me chills, bruh. Lord have mercy. Y'all, that is the devil, bruh. He's a visitation with his son. It's like seeing a homie in jail at the... Exactly, Jonla. Man, we got the... Man, W's to the chat, bro. We got the livest chat on YouTube.
It's not no false. I just brought the bull crap to the light. That's it. And that's what you slander my name for. You slander my name because I'm bringing the bull crap to the light. And you don't like that. But don't keep lying on somebody that's trying to be an active father just because you don't have any fathers for your kids. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. You failed 5 times. That's not my fault. And you shouldn't, that's not fair, bro. Tell the truth. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Some people that have power, y'all, abuse their power. Abuse their resources. Because this lady is all about, oh, I want to help the community. And when somebody like me, who also wants...
Scar, you abused your community. Everything you just said right there is you. You abused your community. You never give back to your community. You only ask. You don't even talk to the people in your chat unless they sending you a super chat. It rhymes, so it's true. Only time Scar reads y'all comments is if he sees highlighted, you done sent him a super chat. He'll mumble it. Yeah. And so, hey, man, yeah. That live you did when you was eating that Chinese food, smacking and sucking your fingers and shit. Scar, you're disgusting. The jailhouse sucking on your fingers like that, too. Look, that's that. Oh, okay, Pew, you're right. Don't go to the jailhouse doing that.
Y'all abuse their power. Some people that have resources abuse their resources. Because this lady is all about, oh, I want to help the community. I want to help the community. And when somebody like me, who also wants to do the same thing, needed a little bit of help, she saw me as, okay, yeah, I'm going to fake help him, but I'm going to actually get what I want out the pot. And that's exactly what she did. I'm going to get him to fix everything around the house so I don't have to pay a freaking contract or something. And then she didn't pay me nothing. She paid me what she wanted.
Scar, that woman had contractors out there fixing septic tanks, putting grass and stuff down. You think she couldn't afford somebody to come and change a light bulb and put a TV up? Put some plaster over a hole in the wall? The lady literally was having things done to the property when you was there because you made content off of it. Hey, y'all, what is this? And then, so you think she couldn't afford? Nigga, what? She got employees on her payroll that she paid. You think she can't afford to pay you? Talking about something when she get what she want out of you. Nigga, you came to her. This woman didn't know you, and I'm the daughter, not badly blamed, but the daughter's the one that was being nice and introduced you to her mother for you to get help for Christina. She didn't wake up that morning and say, I'm finna find me a little handyman out here somewhere, and I'm, what up, Cope Inspire? What up, Ruthless? Yeah, Scar, you tripping, bro. And you blaming this lady like this is her fault. If anything, you were a nightmare that came to her. You came to her. She didn't come to you. She didn't fucking know you. From a hair on her ass. Oh, how'd that get there? Nigga, what? And you sitting here really, Scar, I can't believe you did that. Y'all, we just halfway through it, bruh. I can't believe this man sat here and had the nerve to blank. This whole video he did was a sad sight, y'all. Hold on. Let me get a swig of my canteen. Back to the content. That's Joshua Muhammad's words. Back to the content. Oh, damn drunk.
Pay me. From the 4 months that I've been there, I got what, $200, but over $1,000 worth of work. $1,000 worth of personal care work of taking care of the old people that I never got paid for. And then you're gonna sit here and tell the whole internet and make it seem like that I was the aggressor, like I did something wrong. Well, the only thing I was trying to do is take care of my son from the beginning. I told you since the beginning. I don't know. All I want to do, I've been fighting for custody for my son. And you want to make it seem like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm not that type of person. Yes, you are. You're lying. You're a snake. You know what I'm saying? The whole internet and make.
Scar, in order to take care of a child, you need a job. You don't go around and say, I don't want to work. I want to stay somewhere for free. What can I do around here that I can stay here for free? Then that's not even an environment that you will want custody of your son in. A rooming house, in the back of the rooming house, in a shed, that's not where you want custody of your son. You should have got up off your ass, got you a job in a small apartment. I'd rather you get that motel, and live there with your son than a rooming house, Scar. Larry, what up, G? Scar talk. What? Listen to what he say.
It seemed like that I was the aggressor, like I did something wrong. Well, the only thing I'm trying to do is take care of my son from the beginning. I told you since the beginning. I don't know. All I want to do, I've been fighting for custody for my son. And you want to make it seem like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm not that type of person. Yes, you are. You're lying. You're a snake. You know what I'm saying? And instead of, coming up like a real woman that I thought that you was and speak the truth, you hide behind a whole bunch of lies. Y'all, somebody that's been lying, they ain't gonna just go ahead and just say, you know what? Yep, you was right. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna tell the truth because, that's just the right thing to do. No, not this type of person. This type of person, they tell the truth. Now they gotta cover up every lie that they said. And this is why, this lady is trying to go disappear from the internet. But nobody's going to forget what you did to me. Nobody's going to forget what you put me through.
Disappear from the internet? The woman never was on the internet. She got up here one time and expressed her side of the story. And said, well, look, we're going to take this to court. Could you take this down? We'll handle this in court. You act like she was an internet person. Scar, you a bitch.
Yep, you was right. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna tell the truth because, that's just the right thing to do. No, not this type of person. This type of person, they tell the truth. Now they gotta cover up every lie that they said. And this is why, this lady is trying to go disappear from the internet. But nobody's gonna forget what you did to me. Nobody's gonna forget what you put me through. All those contracts that you made yourself, that you put me under the impression that you were trying to help me, but you were just trying to help yourself. And when I stopped helping you after
exactly, Spicy,
and you didn't even help me the same way that you said you was. Whenever I said I'm done helping you, that's when you said, okay, yep, this person, he's a threat. He's a threat. Let's get him out the picture in any way, shape, or form possible. And this is how they did it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would have never brought my trailer over there or my mom's car over there if I was never under the impression that I was going to be there long term. And this is what the pressure that I was under. And now, what did she do? She told my mom's car. She told the trailer, knowing that I can't be at that address. Because of what? False allegations of them saying that I was harassing them when they came harassing me and got her son to come and they all jumped me. That's not fair.
Nah, the harassment charges, you guys. No, the harassment charges that they filed on him was when after the fight took place, he wasn't allowed in the house. So when she would leave and the employees would go home, at the end of the night, he would go into the house and harass the tenants. When Miss Miranda wasn't in the facility, he would go in there through the day and harass the workers. That's where the harassment came in. You see what I'm saying? That's why he got so many different charges, because he encountered so many different other people. The son, the daughter, Miss Miranda, the co-workers, some of the tenants. Scar got multiple court dates, y'all. We said this a month ago. Nobody wanted to believe me. Well, not y'all. I'm talking about other people. When I speak like that, I ain't speaking on the ones that's here. I'm speaking on the ones that watch, don't say nothing, go make videos like we're lying. Those people thought we were over here just capping. Just like yesterday, I had 3 or 4 people say, you don't know anything about his court date. You ought to not say that. Karma don't miss nobody, this and that. Now, he done did a whole 30-minute video crying about him having to go to court and go to jail. If I wouldn't have never got, let's just say I was in one of my weekend alone moods and I wasn't going to get on live and I'm just sitting back getting all this information, he wouldn't have been speaking. This video wouldn't even exist. He only knows he had a warrant because he heard us say it. So put a W in the chat for us, y'all, for giving him the heads up. Scar, now, since we know you're listening, I'm going to tell you something else. Don't go to court talking like you talking right here. Because that ain't going to get it. You're not finna go to court and get to walking around the courtroom, and this ain't right, and then and look at her over there. She's just, yeah, she over there looking nice and like, she over there smiling, got all her Jewish lawyers over there, and you over there with a public defender. He might not even show up. Imagine Scar, public defender, don't show up to court tomorrow, and Scar got to sit there and do this, what he doing right here. Y'all imagine this. Imagine Lil Bo Peep walking that courtroom, smelling like yesterday, and he doing this.
Assault charges, and I got the same charges against them, but there was no warrants put out on them. That's what I'm saying, y'all. The system is corrupt. Now I gotta go to jail. Now I don't know how long I'm gonna be in jail for, because if you in jail for a failure to appear, they're gonna really want, they're gonna have to really want to know, okay, well, why you didn't come? And that's just not fair, y'all. So now, I got $10,000 bond.
Take it from a person that had that court. Y'all got to see this one, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say first before I show y'all this one. Now let me show y'all that first. That nigga right there, boy. That's where, the king of the pod. A pod is the room where all the guys be sleeping at. The biggest guy in there, right? The biggest, zestiest motherfucker in there with the longest time. This is how his face gonna look when he come in. Goddamn meat swinging to his kneecaps. And it ain't even on hard, y'all. That motherfucker swinging to his kneecap. Scar gonna be looking like that. Daddy, don't dick him so hard looking face. But yeah, take it from a nigga that had a failed to attend court. It's called contempt of court. You stay in jail until your next court date. You don't get a bond. When you have a contempt of court, a failure to appear, that's attempt of court. Take it from a nigga who got about 2 or 3 of those in his life. You don't get another court. Let's just say you go to court tomorrow, Tuesday, right? The 25th. You had an attempt of court from the 8th. You're going to go to jail for that. Okay, today's the 25th, tomorrow, today now. Your next court date, let's just say your next court date, September the 8th. You don't get a bond. You stay in jail until your next court date. Yeah, that's how that works. Because a contempt of court means, how do we know you're going to come back to court? You got that E-bond last time. That E-bond was a straight, your bond was $5,000, right? You don't have to pay that. Just make sure you show up to court the next time. Well, you didn't. So, in order for you to get out of jail this time, you got to pay that $5,000. Then we'll give you another bond. But if you don't pay that $5,000, let's say you're getting How much was it a day? $22 a day. $22 times whatever to equal 5,000. That's what you got to sit down and do, my boy. Now that's Mississippi. I don't know how many dollars you get a day sitting in the jailhouse out there. Last time I remember Mississippi, it was $22 a day. So if you had a 5,000, 10% of that is $500. 22 times whatever till you reach that 500. Then they'll say, okay, you sit down for this. You got to charge for this now. You can get a bond for that. Now you got a bond. So Lil Reggae and whoever's helping you behind the scenes, did y'all get paid this week? Have you already got your paycheck? Is your rent and everything paid? Because y'all hardworking people that actually have places of residence to stay, you got to pay your own bills. Are you, what up, No Face? Are you willing to get this man $500 to get out of jail just for him to go back to jail? Y'all got to think about this. This ain't Miss Ann that accidentally had to go to jail and ain't never been to jail and she got a bond. Yeah, we bond her out. She take care of her affairs. Or Mr. Jim, who ain't never did this and he need a... No, this is Scar, y'all. Think about it. Are y'all willing to pay this man's bond and a possibility of him going back to jail? Remember, he listens to PughTV now. He's a crash out. You just got out of jail and you going right back type shit. Are you going to bond him out just for him to go back? That's a waste of money. But it does help me with content because I will be here to report this same shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them 73 people in here too with the 83 likes. Can we get 100 likes before I get off of here, please? If not, that's fine. I know how to create 20-something emails and I just hit the like, but I get it. I get it. Scar, yeah, you a trip. That's that look. How did they fall right back on that look? Scar trip, y'all.
They gonna really want, they gonna have to really want to know, okay, why you didn't come? And that's just not fair, y'all. So now, I got $10,000 bond. So if I do get a bondsman, he probably gonna want at least 10%. Since it's a failure to appear, he probably gonna want 15%. That's $1,500 that I don't have. So now I probably gotta sit in jail.
No, it ain't. It don't go up like that, Scar. You don't fail to attend and then the percent go up. You fail to attend, you got to sit the percent down or pay the full. That's what that goes. So you either pay the $500 to get the fuck out or you sit down and do the time until your next court date. See, look, he already practicing, y'all. You got to grab it like that. And I know how to arch my back. I can arch it. I can flop ass. Yeah, nigga, look at him. Yeah. Yeah, man. Totally wicked. I don't hear no farts. You're not hitting the bottom. Well, hell, you just had these other folk niggas that ran through that motherfucker. That shit deep as shit now. Nah, you can do it. Get up on there. Get up on there. Fuck it, I'll just make the noises. Shut your mouth up, boy. This is boring. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are hilarious. I'm throwing a W in the chat for the chat, bruh. My chat, the livest motherfucking chat in this bitch. Y'all, I can't make that up. Don't it look like he pulling his hair back, though? Oh, yeah. That's right. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine.
All because what? All because what? Oh, no. It's not because I'm scarred. It's because of what you did. No. It's because nobody's notifying me, right? This lady got me
Good night, Miss Cupcake.
address that she's putting, and her whole family is putting papers against me, putting false allegations. Why would y'all do that? That's stupid. That's stupid. And then you want to sit here and act like I'm dragging your name across.
Why would she do that? Because she asked you nicely to leave. You specifically looked at her with your little short, ugly ass and said, I'm not going nowhere. You're going to have to take me to court. You said that, Scar. But you deleted the video. But guess what? I got it, you bitch. You told that lady you weren't going nowhere. That's what you said. You said that. Now all of a sudden, now you getting all this bullshit happening to you. Now, why would you do like this? I left. No, had to leave through the court. You didn't leave when she told you to leave. You left because now you got served papers. And instead of you getting served the first paper and be all like, okay, look, I'm gone. You kept trying to fight shit. And every time you swung, you missed, and she hit you with a counter punch. Now you looking like this. It's not fair. My nose is only puffy because I got stung by a bee. Now you on that Yoda Boda. That's a cocaine nose too, by the way, y'all. That's a coke nose, y'all. I ain't lying. All you had to do was leave. I told him, Cope inspired. Yes, he did say that. See, everybody know it. He was trying to be a squatter. She served him in the quickness. Exactly.
Papers against me, putting false allegations. Why would y'all do that? That's stupid. That's stupid. And then you want to sit here and act like I'm dragging your name across the internet? No, I'm not dragging you. You came at me. Nobody knew who you or your family was until y'all came at me with the bull crap. Y'all came at me with the bull crap, acting like.
Y'all, he just sounded stupid. Hold on, let me try my vape up. He just said nobody knew y'all until you came at me. No, nobody knew them until you tried to falsely expose them. You tried to falsely expose this lady. And it turned around on you. Ooh. Puck him up. Oh, Big Steve's dick smells shit. Yeah, yo shit. Yeah, Big Rome back there telling you all he want to smell is shit and blood. What does that mean? He wants to smell shit and blood. He gonna pamper that ass until shit and blood start coming out. He want to smell it, and then you gotta clean it up. Well, I'm just gonna give him a towel and put some soap. Or no, you gonna have to put them. Now, Big Rome, he caught a UTI from using his spit on his shit. So, Big Rome, y'all be careful. They might just want your ass, Scar. They don't want no mouth. Because, you know, you got that old, yeah. It's consequences coming behind a little top from you, Scar.
Sit here and act like I'm dragging your name across the internet. No, I'm not dragging you. You came at me. Nobody knew who you or your family was until y'all came at me with the bull crap. Y'all came at me with the bull crap. Like,
Circle with his shirt tied in the knot.
I got all the videos. I still got all the videos. So it don't matter. But you ain't finna sit here and act like I'm crazy or I did something wrong and you ain't had no part to play in it. Yeah.
Scar, if you had any video, you would have been showed this shit when you was going through the shit in the beginning. What you have is irrelevant to what's going on in court. The videos you have clearly show you spitting on this lady, swinging on this lady, fighting them, antagonizing them, flipping off of backflips. You took just stealing seasons and eggs and hot skillets and shit like that. Like, everything makes you look totally bad. You don't have nothing on this lady to make her look like she did anything wrong to you. Nothing, Scar. You don't have nothing. Because if you did, you wouldn't be the one going through this. You would have showed the court what you got. She'd be the one in jail. Hiding her little tuna sandwich.
No, I'm not dragging you. You came at me. Nobody knew who you or your family was until y'all came at me with the bull crap. Y'all came at me with the bull crap, acting like talking to myself, oh, I'm just a Karen. I got all the videos. I still got all the videos. So it don't matter. But you ain't finna sit here and act like I'm crazy or I did something wrong and you ain't had no part to play in it. Yep. The only thing that I did wrong is when I saw that you was messed up and I saw that you wasn't a person of your word, is I stayed. I stayed and I trusted that you was gonna change. But instead, what you do? You pulled me in deeper, and I just kept coming. So So yes, I ended up being very invested in depending on your whole agency and stuff like that. And then when you didn't want to do your side of the deal, that's when I got burnt. That was my fault in it, but that was it. I was doing everything I was supposed to be doing. Everything I was supposed to be doing. And what happened? I still got the short end of the stick. What happened? Everybody still believed that, oh, I was just squatting on your property. When you know I had
Crystal McCoy, and it rhymes, so it's true.
And I did more than enough work to earn my stay there, and I still didn't even get a place. You still didn't open up a place for me. You still didn't even give me a permanent spot. Everything was yours. And you just wanted everything to be yours. You didn't want it.
It's bad when we got females on here knowing he finna get his ass dug out. It's bad when a woman, no, Lord, I feel sorry for that boy right there. Yeah, it's bad when a woman looking at a man like, ooh, I done had a many dicks in my life, Scar. You finna go through a damn pummlement. Scar, you a trip, bro. You a trip. And the fact you trying to flip this on Miss Miranda. She just sitting back looking at your ass. She's sitting back looking at us like we crazy than a motherfucker.
What happened? Everybody still believed that, oh, I was just squatting on your property. When you know I had more than enough reason to be on your property, and I did more than enough work.
Cuz, oh, what up, G?
To earn my stay there, and I still didn't even get a place. You still didn't open up a place for me. You still didn't even give me a permanent spot. Everything was yours. And you just wanted everything to be yours. You didn't want to give me no type of reassurance. You didn't want to give me no type of security at all. You just wanted things to be done the way you wanted me to. You wanted me, and every time you came to the house, you didn't even come to the house. I've been there for 4 months. You came to that house about 4 or 5 times since I've been there. Every time you came to the house, it was just directives, what you wanted me to do. You was just bossing me around. This needs to be clean. That needs to be clean. This needs to be done.
Scar, that's her job, bro. She's not your friend. She's running a business, dumbass. She's running a business. Get the fuck out my face. Here, go do some work. Yeah, you ain't paying nothing. You ain't helping this lady with nothing, bro. You're really in the way. So she's trying to tell you in a nice way, look, go get out my face. Here, go look. Here, that need to be done. Here, go do this. Here, do this and do what. You're staying there for free. You could do one or two things. You can shut the fuck up and get out her face. Or you can go take the trash out, dumbass. You on here complaining like she owe you something. She's doing way more, and I'm sure she's had people tell her, girl, why is you helping this boy? Who is that? Oh, my daughter brought him over here. He was trying to help some girl out. She on drugs, and he just needed a place to stay, this and that. I'm being nice and that. And the whole time, Scar had an ulterior motive through the whole situation. Scar, you a trip, bruh.
But you ain't not one of them times you came and said, you know what? I'm going to come help you with this. We're going to come get to your business up. You didn't care about what I had going on. You only care about what you got going on. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is a person that I put myself in the mix with. So, yes, that's my fault. But that's the only thing that I did, y'all. I ain't did no scam, no snake, no nothing. I was true to these people 100%. And now look. I gotta keep. When they can simply go and say, you know what, this didn't happen the way that it happened. You was not a real business lady. You was a snake. You was a snake, and you just trying to steal a whole bunch of people's money. Like I said, y'all, people aren't gonna get involved if there's not a problem. I can make any allegations, but guess what? This is why there are court people. These are why there are people put in place. And people don't go to jail unless they done did something. Scar, you went to jail that day, apparently because the court seen that you did something fucked off. So I go back to this. If she was scamming, you knew about a lot of this stuff allegedly, but you didn't say nothing about it. You could have went up on your live and said, hey, y'all, this lady trying to help me stay here, but it's a lot of fraud shit going on. This, that, and the other. I don't think I need to be here. Let me try to get some of these people out of here, man, because she's doing them wrong. You didn't say any of that
for the 4 or 5 months you was there. You didn't say nothing until you wrote up that false ass contract and tried to have her sign it, Chat GPT contract, and she read it like, no, this ain't right. I'm a business lady. I deal with contracts and stuff. And she wrote up a proper agreement and she still was on your side with it. You just didn't understand it. You so busy trying to scam people, you thought you were getting scammed, dumbass. You ever seen somebody that do so much wicked shit? I used to do this. I was in a relationship with a woman and I was cheating on her. And every time she did something that I would thought she was cheating, I would think she was cheating. Nah, Pew, you only thinking that because you doing wrong. You got people in the world that do wrong and then think other people doing wrong because we done did wrong.
So that they can do these certain things. Like, that's not fair, y'all. So I'm just keeping it real. I'm just letting y'all know why I'm going to jail, because I ain't have an address. I never was notified. They changed the court date. This is not the court date that they gave me when I got out of jail.
And I'm going to be real with y'all.
And I can't.
Damn, we've been on here for 120 minutes and we still got 7 minutes, y'all. We're going to finish it. Well, we got more than 7 minutes on here because we're stopping, talking, and whoopity-wop. But y'all just bear with me, y'all. Let's at least keep 60 people in here. Let's just hold it down. And I only need 12 likes. So, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah. So, what was I about to say? Let me rewind. I forgot what I was about to say. Fuck, I hate when that happens.
Because I ain't have an address. I never was notified. They changed the court date. This is not the court date that they gave me when I got out of jail.
That was a 5. Okay, Ruthless.
And I can't talk to the district attorney is because why? Because they said they can't talk to me unless my lawyer is there. So now, the public defender that I was being assigned, the public defender's office said, oh, he's a private firm. He don't have nothing to do with it. I'm like, can I fire him? They said, you got to fire him in front of a judge. Like, come on, now, it's all this bull crap. And come on now, that's not fair. So I don't know, y'all. If y'all want to go ahead and help your boy out, I'm going to drop my PayPal link. I'm going to drop my PayPal on the screen right here if y'all want to help me, y'all. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this whole time I've been sitting here surviving, y'all, going days and days just eating.
I remember what I was about to say. The whole time you've been sitting there bullshitting. Looking like that. Scar. Oh, I know what I was about to say now. Scar. You know why I haven't been dealing with those problems the last 2 months? Because I have things to do during the day. I get up and I go in the world and I do something constructive to make some money, to keep my mind occupied. Because I'm a crazy motherfucker. If I sat around all day and had all this time on my hands doing nothing constructive, I'd be in all kind of trouble. You know why in the last 2 months I haven't been to jail? Because I'm going to work doing something constructive. I don't have time to do dumb shit. You know why you out here doing that type of shit? Going to jail and for squatting and shit like that? Trying to come up with shit on somebody. You love trying to find something on somebody to try to get something out of them. Because you have too much idle time on your hands. Elijah Muhammad has a book called How to Eat to Live. And in that book on how to eat to live, he speaks on time in the day. It speaks more on one good meal a day, but it also says to keep that hunger, that boringness. I'm just going to eat because it ain't nothing to do. I'm just going to do this because there's nothing to do. You have to utilize the time in the day. We all have 24 hours and 7 days, 30 days a month, 12 months in a year. That's a lot of time. Now, that's 365 days with 24 hours in it. You are going to get into trouble if you're not on somebody's clock. A lot of the times, as you say, we're slaves because we're working on somebody's clock. Well, being a slave to going to make our money keeps us out of a lot of fucking trouble. I have seen Crystal McCoy on here every day I've been on here. I've seen Anonymous. I've seen Jonla. I've seen Stellar Seeds. I've seen LA to the Bay. I've seen Killbit. I've seen Ruthless, Cope Inspired. You know why we see each other in the free world? Because we are earners. We go to work, we come home, we stay the fuck out the way. We try to bother people as least as possible. We're not trying to, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. Because we know how to go get it on our own, maintain it, and stay the fuck out the way. Whether we live check to check or not, I ain't trying to come up here for no damn rent, no bond money. My money goes on a rent. My money goes on to food. My money goes on to things that I need to sustain my lifestyle. I don't have to get up here and whether I live in paycheck to paycheck, I ain't fucking off my money by trying to get a bond. Scar, that's a waste of fucking money. Having to go get some bond money because you missed your court date on some shit you started. You started this whole thing that you going through, and you're trying to make it out as if it was somebody else. Still got shit together. I mess up all the fucking time. But the best thing about me messing up is I live to see another day to make up. If I fucked up today, I'll make it up tomorrow. Because I'm not going to sit in my fuck-ups, blame other people, and allow fuck-ups to overtop me. I'm 6'3". It'll take a lot of fuck-ups for it to overshadow. Scar, you're 4'9". You fuck up 2 times, you're head deep into some bullshit. You done fucked up so much on this internet, don't nobody even want to send you no money because you didn't do what you supposed to do with the other. What'd you do with the $3,000 that you put on your Instagram or whatever that was, or your TikTok or your Instagram? You had a $3,000 GoFundMe that you set up, and you said that you was trying to get some land for your son. Okay, well, you exceeded the $3,000. No land. You don't even have a new shirt from City Trends, nigga. If you would have got up here with some new clothes and a different swag, like it's something, would have been all like, okay, well, shit, you spent your money on some clothes, You don't have nothing to prove that you just had $3,000 2-3 weeks ago. Then you just got a YouTube check Friday. You're broke today. It's all in his nose. Sad situation. Oh, hold on, y'all. Damn. Sad situation. Super sad situation. Sorry about that. He gonna use his son as an excuse every time. That's what he said at the end of the video when he was asking for money. He said, I just want to be with my son. You should have thought, yeah, oh, I figured that. Y'all, can we get 10 likes? Production 6. Yeah, bruh. Hey, look, we're famous.
Like, come on now, it's all this bull crap. And all, like, come on now, that's not fair. So I don't know, y'all, if y'all want to
That public defender don't want to help him, Larry.
Like, come on now, it's all this bull crap, and all, like, come on now, that's not fair. So I don't know, y'all, if y'all want to go ahead and help your boy out, I'm going to drop my PayPal link. I'm going to drop my PayPal on the screen right here if y'all want to help me, y'all. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this whole time I've been sitting here surviving, y'all, going days and days just eating eggs and just a whole bunch of little cheats just so y'all won't sit here and call me, you know, this, that, and third. But, bro, it don't matter, bro. I need some help. You don't understand when people go through situations.
Scar, you sound like Scar. You sound like a personal problem pity. You telling us all this time, yeah, you lost case, Crystal. You sound like Scar. You sound like you eating eggs every day just so you won't have to beg for money. That sound like, bro, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. You're eating potato chips and boiled eggs because you choose not to work. So you making it look like it's somebody else's problem. And then when you spend your money on drugs and bullshit and cheap whores and shit, then you get up here and get into a debacle, and now you need some money, and because you ain't been doing what you've been doing with your money, what you supposed to been doing, now you really need some money to save face. Now you mad at the world. I need some bread, and you wouldn't do shit. If somebody right now can give you $5,000, Scar, you'll go to the judge and say, well, how long do I have to sit in jail? You got to sit in jail 45 days. Okay, I think I can sit in there 45 days. I'm just going to put the $5,000 on my pocket. You wouldn't do what you supposed to do with the $5,000 if you was giving it to him. Y'all, we need 8 likes.
Places like this, bro, who's going to help me? Like, that's not fair, y'all.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
Drop my paper on the screen right here, don't that they gave me when I got out of jail. And I can't talk to the district attorney is because why? Because they said they can't talk to me unless my lawyer is there. So now, the public defender that I was being assigned, the public defender's office said, oh, you know, he's a private
right,
firm. And I'm like, can I fire him? They said, you gotta fire him in front of a judge. Like, come on, now, it's all this bull crap.
Look, he trying to fire the... How you gonna fire a motherfucker that working for you for free? He's a public defender. You can't go up there and say, hey, I want to fire him. You mean replace him off the case? You want to replace your public defender? He'll be glad to leave. Thank you. He'll look at you and give you a hug. Thank you, young man. And he'll stroll up out of there and he'll change his shirt because you left a little funky grease stain on his shit. Scott, the fuck? Are you serious? You don't want jail? You don't want eggs in jail? Yeah. Hell yeah, right. You don't want no eggs in jail. But you got big old Rome back there gonna tell you like this. Oh, I know how to clean them eggs out your system. Hey, how you gonna do that? You got a laxative? He gonna stick that knee log. That's a knee log old big Rome got hanging to his knee, but hanging to his shin. When that motherfucker get on hard, it's to his shin. When it's just dangling, that motherfucker knocking on his knee. You ready? He over there doing the meat swing dance. Black it, black it, black it, black it, black it. And Scar sitting over there looking stupid. Where am I gonna put all of that? Don't worry. Put an arch in that back and we gonna clear the way. Do I have to put the arch in my back? But it hurts. You ever heard a motherfucker tell you, but it hurts?
So now, the public defender that I was being assigned, the public defender's office said, oh, you know, he's a private firm, he don't have nothing to do with it. I'm like, can I fire him? They said, you gotta fire him in front of a judge. Like, come on now, it's all this bull crap. And all, like, come on now, that's not fair. So I don't know, y'all. If y'all want to go ahead and help your boy out, I'm going to drop my PayPal link. I'm going to drop my PayPal on the screen right here if y'all want to help me, y'all. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this whole time I've been sitting here surviving, y'all, going days and days just eating eggs and just...
What you tell him just to go clean your ass, boy?
Call me, you know, this, that, and third. But, bro, it don't matter, bro. I need some help. You don't understand. When people go through situations like this, bro, who's going to help me? Like, that's not fair, y'all. I keep trying to be there for my son and everything, and I just keep getting burnt just because of what? Lack of information. People don't want to have communication. Things just keep happening behind me, and I just gotta keep dealing with it. I already know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of people talking that shit and stuff like that, bro. And it is what it is, bro. But if you can, you know what I'm saying, y'all, please help your boy score out. I don't know how long I'll be in there. I gotta give up time with my son, but at the end of the day, now at least I know now before. Because last time I went to jail, I didn't even know, you know. But now I know because on the thing it says failure to appear for a court date that I was never notified about. So at least I know now. So if you're watching this video, I'm about to turn myself in probably.
You only know, Scar, because we got up here yesterday and said you had a warrant for your arrest. You wasn't gonna look at that portal. So stop that. Give me my prop, Scar. That fat fuck over there told me I had a warrant, and I went and checked, and I had a warrant. See, fat fuck face is always right. I'm fat fuck face. Anytime you hear him say fat fuck face, he's speaking about me. But yeah, his chime is at $Scar123. If any one of y'all want to help him, his PayPal is at Scar in the Woods. His Venmo is at Scar in the Woods. If anybody want to help the renegade, if anybody want to help the little rebellious bastard, there's his information. We not no haters over here, y'all. I don't need your donations. Send them to him.
On the thing it says failure to appear for a court date that I was never notified about. So at least I know now. So if you're watching this video, I'm about to turn myself in probably in the morning.
That's how you know he was lying. Who just said that? Slim. He couldn't even, Slim 135YT. He couldn't even look at the camera dead in the eye anymore. Exactly, because he knew he was full of shit. That's the look he gonna have when he got his hands on the bars and he hollering for the correctional officers to come save him.
I don't know how long I'll be in there. I gotta give up time on my third, but bro, it don't matter, bro. I need some help. You don't understand when people go through shit. So now, like, it's not fair, y'all. So I'm just keeping it real. I'm just letting y'all know why I'm going to jail, because I ain't have an address. I never was notified. They changed the court date. This is not the court date that they gave me when I got out of jail.
Right, Nina.
And I can't talk to the district attorney is because why? Because they said they can't talk to me unless my lawyer is there. So now, the public defender that I was being assigned, the public defender said, oh, you know, he's a private firm, he don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm like, can I fire him? They said, you gotta fire him in front of a judge. Like, come on now, it's all this bull crap. And all, like, come on now, that's not fair. So I don't know, y'all. If y'all wanna go ahead and help your boy out, I'm gonna drop my PayPal link. I'm gonna drop my PayPal on the screen right here if y'all wanna help me, y'all. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this whole time I've been sitting here surviving, y'all, going days and days just eating eggs and just a whole bunch of little cheats just so y'all won't sit here call me, you know, this, that, and third. But, bro, it don't matter, bro. I need some help. You don't understand. When people go through situations like this, bro, who's gonna help me? Like, that's not fair, y'all. I keep trying to do everything I'm supposed to be doing, you know, trying to be there for my son and everything, and I just keep getting burnt just because of what? Lack of information. People don't want to have communication. Things just keep happening behind me, and I just gotta keep dealing with it. I already know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of people talking that shit and stuff like that, bro. And it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, the one person that first comment there said, oh, now you trying to access 9-to-5ers for some money? Didn't you talk about this? Y'all go back and look at the video and read the first comment in that video if he ain't deleted. Somebody, they don't be over here. Somebody, one of his supporters told him, don't you, now Scar said some shit right here. Hold on, let me rewind it a little bit because I got off track.
Got my PayPal on the screen right here if y'all want to help me, y'all. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, this whole time I've been sitting here surviving, y'all, going days and days just eating eggs and just a whole bunch of little cheats just so y'all won't sit here call me, you know, this, that, and third. But, bro, it don't matter, bro. I need some help. You don't understand. When people go through situations like this, bro, who's gonna help me? Like, that's not fair, y'all. I keep trying to do everything.
When you go through situations like that, the only person that can help you is you. If you were working a job, you can get a loan. If you were working a job, you have too much time on your hands to just take care of your job. You wouldn't be worried about this. What are you talking about?
Supposed to be doing, trying to be there for my son and everything, and I just keep getting burnt just because of what? Lack of information. People don't want to have communication. Things just keep happening behind me, and I just gotta keep dealing with it. I already know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of people talking their shit and stuff like that, bro. And it is what it is, bro. But if you can, you know what I'm saying, y'all, please help your boys go out. I don't know how long I'll be in there. I gotta give up time with my son, but at the end of the day, now at least I know now before. Because last time I went to jail, I didn't even know. But now I know because on the thing it says failure to appear for a court date that I was never notified about. So at least I know now. So you're watching this video. I'm about to turn myself in probably in the morning. Just help your boy out, y'all. Hopefully I can get $1,500 if I can, give it to a bail bond or something like that, y'all. I don't know. There's some bullshit, y'all. We're gonna keep it real, y'all. I showed y'all the proof. Like, it's some bullshit.
You ain't showed us shit. Now, put a W in the chat, y'all. Damn, we still ain't got 100 likes. There's 84 people in here. We need 4 likes. Look, did he or did he not yesterday say he was about to smoke, I know, $1,500, LOL. Did he or did he not say yesterday? Did he or did he not say he's about to smoke a victory blunt? This is a victory. Yeah, he took the video down. I know I was right. Did he or did he not say? Thank you, Stella C's. Did he or did he not say he's about to smoke a victory blunt? Proceed to light his blunt up with a book of matches. Oh, broke ass nigga. With a book of matches. He lit a gas station blunt with a book of matches. Talking about a victory smoke. And the whole time the nigga had a warrant for his arrest. He over there laughing at us. Yeah, I won. Damn, he just said I had a warrant. Hey, hold on, let me get off of here. Click. I got a warrant? And then jumped up and did a video.
I was gonna say about it, y'all, but it's my PayPal, it's my Chime, it's bullshit. Everybody was gonna talk their shit, but y'all don't know what it really feels like when you go through situations like this and you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I just had to spend $500-600 on a hotel room just for a week, just so I could put my dogs in, just in case. Nobody watched my freaking dogs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watched my dogs, and that was damn near half of my check. You know what I'm saying? A fourth of it. And now it's just like, dang, y'all don't understand. So it's okay. I don't need you to understand. That's why I'm explaining it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. I'm explaining. If you can help your boy Scar out, so I can get out this situation, I would appreciate it. So I can get a bail, y'all. Hopefully, but after September.
Okay, he about to say something on that. He ain't never gonna say. He said, "I will appreciate it." He should have said, "I will pay you back." Whether he did or didn't, he ain't ever gonna take. I know he out of luck. Shit out of luck, right? He ain't ever gonna take accountability to say, "I'll pay you this back." Remember that day he said, "I never was asked to pay anything back." Yeah, because, sometimes it ain't you asking to pay it. Sometimes it ain't someone having to ask you to pay it back. Sometimes you should just be willing to want to pay somebody back.
Just like put my dogs in just in case, because nobody watched my freaking dogs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watched my dogs, and that was damn near half of my check. You know what I'm saying? A fourth of it. And now it's just like, dang, y'all.
Okay. 1/4 of a $500, right? If he said 500 was 1/4 of his check, that means his check was $2,000. 500, 1,000. 1,500, 2,000. He said that was a fourth of his check. So he just exposed what his YouTube check was. You had $2,000 Friday, Scar. You had $2,000 Friday. You need $500 tomorrow. You ain't paid no bills. You ought to have it. Y'all don't send that boy no money.
It's okay. I don't need you to understand. That's why I'm explaining it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. I'm explaining. If you can help your boy Scar out, so I can get out of this situation, I would appreciate it. So I can get a bail, y'all. Hopefully, but after September, this is going to be all of my court dates. all my court days done, and I'm be done with this freaking shit. And then I can just go. The only reason I'm still in the city is because of my
It's hard to put the van up collateral when he don't own the van. He could have title because he's still paying on the van. He don't have any collateral. The only collateral he got that would be any use is his asshole when he go to jail when he needs commissary. That's it.
This is gonna be all of my court dates. All my court dates. $600 on a hotel room just for a week, just so I can put my dogs in, just in case. Nobody watch my freaking dogs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watch my dogs, and that was damn near half of my check. You know what I'm saying? A fourth of it. And now it's just like, dang, y'all don't understand. So it's okay. I don't need you to understand. That's why I'm explaining it to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining. I'm explaining. If you can help your boy Scar out, so I can get out this situation, I would appreciate it. So I can get a bail, y'all. Hopefully, but after September, this is gonna be all my court dates. All my court dates done, and I'm be done with this freaking law shit. And then I can just go. I hate this city, y'all. The only reason I'm still in the city is because of my son. But these people are corrupt. Ms. Miranda Davis, you are corrupt, and you are a bad person, and you know that you're a bad person. You know you did me wrong, and instead of saying, you know, the right thing and making it right, you just continue to drag my name in the mud like I was the one that did something wrong, and you're the one who did something wrong. You said multiple times that you didn't need that backspace for anything like that, and especially while all these court procedures are going, stuff like that, you had the nerve to send me an email talking about something, hey, your car needs to be moved, the trailer needs to be moved, knowing that I can't be on the property. That don't make no sense, y'all. And then you're claiming I'm harassing you, so why contact me? That don't make no sense. Why the judge in another civil case that we have harassment against each other because you harassed me on the internet, what happened? Continued 3 times. The other judge, which got me banned off your property, she didn't even let me speak for 30 seconds. This judge continued the case 3 times. That's how much information they be putting in the case. But she had to cry wolf in front of the judge. So the judge they was trauma bonding together. You know what I'm saying? Because her daughter claimed that I called her fat and stuff like that. And the judge is fat. And the judge is like, oh.
You did call her daughter fat. Matter of fact, yesterday when you was feeling good with your dispensary weed, you said you would have cracked her daughter, but she had that stomach. Put a W in the chat if y'all remember him saying that.
Continued 3 times. The other judge, which got me banned off your property, she didn't even let me speak for 30 seconds. This judge continued the case 3 times. That's how much information they be putting in the case. But she had to cry wolf in front of the judge. So the judge they was trauma bonding together. You know what I'm saying? Because her daughter claimed that I called her fat and stuff like that. And the judge is fat. And the judge is like, oh, no. So the judge instantly was just like, no, you don't need to go there. And instantly from that's how all this stuff happened, y'all. I can't get no address or nothing. I mean, no paperwork, no nothing, y'all. So, like I said, you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to jail.
I don't believe you. Well, I believe you about going to jail, but did you or did you not say yesterday that you could have cracked her daughter, but her stomach? Did you or did you not say yesterday that you got all your papers? I'm so glad that I'm so organized because I got all my things ordered. Now you say you don't have no papers. You over there looking stupid, boy. Y'all, I can't. Even when we try to make him look funny, we don't have to try hard, y'all.
Go there. And instantly from that's how all this stuff happened, y'all. I can't get no address or nothing. I mean, no paperwork, no nothing, y'all. So, like I said, you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to jail. That's a fact. I'm going to jail, y'all.
Yeah, salute.
Why am I going to jail? Because I didn't know about court. Why? Because my public defender isn't answering the phone. My public defender has his own private firm. My public defender wasn't notified. I was never notified. There's no certificate of service. There's no nothing. The police officers they called for...
Yeah, like watch this, Ruthless. I literally, all I have to do is stop it and show whatever facial thing he got. It's so easy. It's so easy to make him look like he makes himself look like an ass.
Because I didn't know about court.
What'd he say, y'all?
I mean, no paperwork, no nothing, y'all. So, like I said, you don't have to believe me, but I'm going to jail. That's a fact. I'm going to jail, y'all. Why am I going to jail? Because I didn't know about court. Why? Because my public defender isn't answering the phone. My public defender has his own private firm. My public defender wasn't notified. I was never notified. There's no certificate of service. There's no nothing. The police officers they called to be a witness to me testifying pushed the court date a day after I got in jail. So, I just gotta go to jail, everybody? I guess so. If y'all can help your boys go, I appreciate it, y'all. You know, hopefully, y'all let me know what y'all think I should do. I got court in the morning. I was thinking about just going to court, getting locked up there, you know what I'm saying, so I can deal with that court date and deal with this court date as well. I was gonna turn myself in, but if I was gonna turn myself in, there's not a for sure fact that they're gonna take me to my court date, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. It's a criminal court date for the same charge, for the same people, and it's some bullshit. That's what I'm saying, y'all. And it's like, whenever I went to go file, they did everything separate. Now, you know, Miss Miranda Davis, she can do things separately.
Right,
just
Jones.
because of, you know, I feel like, y'all, in this world, just because of how she look and how she act, right? Her daughter and her son put the same charges against me, right? And they give me a criminal summons. And then for her to do this, after I'm already expelled off the property, and they give me a warrant. This is the reason I'm in jail in the first place. I should have never went to jail, y'all. I should have never went to jail, y'all. But I guess it is what it is, y'all. If I can help you boys scar out, like, I would appreciate it. Like, I'm for real, I don't know when I'm going to get out, and I just want to be able to just bond myself out. So maybe if, you know, 10 people...
Right, King. Right. Ignorance to the law is no excuse. Flush himself down the toilet, Crystal.
It's like, whenever I went to go file, they did everything separate. Now, you know, Miss Miranda Davis, she can do things separately just because of, you know, I feel like, y'all, in this world, just because of how she look and how she act, right? Her daughter and her son put the same charges against me, right? And they give me a criminal summons. And then for her to do this, after I'm already expelled off of the property, and they give me a warrant. This is the reason I'm in jail in the first place. I should have never went to jail, y'all. I should have never went to jail, y'all. But I guess it is what it is, y'all. If I can help you boys scar out, like, I would appreciate it. Like, I'm for real, I don't know when I'm going to get out, and I just want to be able to just bond myself out. So maybe if, you know, 10 people can send $100 or something like that, y'all just help your boy out. It is what it is. I don't care. Call me what the fuck you want, bro. But y'all not in a situation where you have nobody around you. Nobody around you, y'all. And I'm trying to bond out so I can be there for my son. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I've been fighting against my baby mama. I've been fighting against this case stuff. And I know she's going to see this video. So hopefully, you know, I ain't got to have this conversation and just get the hell out, you know, within the same day and be able to see my son tomorrow. I don't know. I probably won't even be able to see my son. I don't freaking know, y'all. It's just aggravating, bro. Hopefully. Y'all.
You see how he be using? You see how he be using? Hold on.
I appreciate it. This is bullshit. Voice card. Thanks for listening. Okay.
You see how he be using his son so one of them old women could feel sorry for him? Oh, he just wants to see his son. You see how he be doing that? Do you see how he be using his son? Like, oh, my son, I'm not going to be able to see my son tomorrow. I thought you said yesterday that you were supposed to get your son today. See, you love to try to get your son when it's court day. So when you go, you think the judge will care. The judge not saying don't care about your son. They got people that will get your son and take him back to the proper place. You going to jail. Your dogs, Tyson could sit there and look sad. Dream could sit there with her tongue out her mouth. And your little son could be sitting there eating a chicken nugget. The judge don't give a fuck, Scar. Business has to be taken care of. The first thing that's going to happen is when you get there, why didn't you show up in court? I didn't get it. And this was an 8. Well, ours say it's 6. That can't be right. Book him, Dano. Your ass is gone, boy. Y'all, I can't make this up. Not gonna make this up. Don't want to make this up. We just witnessed, salute to the 99 people in here too. We just witnessed a whole excuse for a man. We just witnessed it. Have I told any lie? How could I tell a lie when we're literally watching it together? No, I didn't tell no lie. Am I going to give him any money? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. I could have it right now in my pocket. Well, on my card. All the bills paid, refrigerator full of food, it's all in the vehicle, and I still wouldn't give it to you, Scar. Hold on, let me explain why I wouldn't. Because you have been given thousands of dollars on top of each other and never did what you said you was gonna do it. Ever. Yeah, he changed the date, King Leo. Sorry, piece of shit. Well, y'all, this video will be up publicly for y'all that's just jumping in here. If you want to get a good old laugh, rewind the video to like the 8-minute mark, and we were getting crunk. Yeah, man. Scar, yeah, time will tell. It is 3 o'clock in North Carolina. You got court in 8 hours. Get you some rest. Like Crystal said, wash your ass, boy. Because when you toot that ass up and they smell funk before the sausage has been put in the bun, you might get whooped. Then you don't want them to rough bathe you. They gonna rough bathe you real quick. Ow, be careful. Be silly. Stop. I just want to get that ass clean real quick. Turn around, arch that back. They gonna put the elbow right in that back. They gonna make you arch it. He gonna grab that hair. When you do that, he gonna grab your hair. They swifty and crafty with it. Hold your ass just like that. You know the noises he gonna be making. We ain't gotta even do those theatrics. But just know to arch the head. Because you don't want to work a job. You want to pick on ladies and kids. You don't give back to your community. No. You talk about the people that work every day, right? But now you need us. Things that make you say, right? Well, we just dropped down from 100 to 50. Y'all, look, that's my cue. Hey, y'all, if y'all watch this video to this point right here, you the true MVP. Y'all please do me the big 3. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, y'all want to get Scar's information, just go back to the part where he had his information up. If y'all want to send Scar $100 a piece, if 10 out of the 55 people in here want to send Scar $10 a piece, so he can bond out and go right back to jail and need another bond, don't want to work, a month or 2 later when all this is clear, he going to be talking about the working man again. If y'all want to do that, his information's up there. We're no haters.